guys.
Hey.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
How's it going? First off, before we get to anything, Twitch is having some issues right now, so if our episode goes down, don't worry. We are also recording right now, and that will be up on our YouTube on Wednesday at Heretical Heroes if you miss anything tonight, so don't worry, we got you covered in the future. But, hi, we are Heretical Heroes. If you haven't heard of us, that's okay. We are a bunch of goons that play D&D every Monday at 5 p.m. EST. If you have heard of us, welcome back. List of announcements. Sav, we have a sponsor.
We do. Charisma 20 soap. Well, Charisma 20 body care. Figure it out. We have soap, bath bombs, shower steamers, and you got a couple more days where you can squeeze in an order before Christmas. So use code Eberron for 15% off and make somebody happy.
Nice.
Do it.
Do the thing.
But buy the soap. It's good soap.
Good Christmas gift, too.
Clean
Yeah.
your body.
It smells good.
It's a great stocking stuffer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Next on our announcements. Oh god, I had it in my head. All right, we will not be playing D&D next week. We're going to be taking the week off because holiday things, but we will be back the week after on the 28th. So, hopefully everybody enjoys their holiday week.
I know I'm gonna.
Hell
You know
yeah,
you will.
brother.
Ah.
We have socials at Heretical Heroes on Twitter, as well as our YouTube and Instagram, and then ! Discord if you want to join our Discord community and hang out. We like to announce when the stream goes live, or sometimes we're in chat, or that's where we hang out when we stream. So, good stuff, good stuff. Other announcements, this boy streams video games during the week. So go watch him do that if you want. Would you kindly? And then
Thank you, ma'am.
I think that's it. Yeah. I think I got through the stuff in the fangs. So
All
Sav,
right.
take it away.
So last week, our heroes went out to search for Leander and make their way towards an upcoming job. They traveled through the jungles, as they do, making it to the Shrine of the Traveler. Nothing weird happened at all. Totally normal. Nobody saw anything. They determined that Leander had been captured by some bandits. With some quick detective work, they were able to locate the camp, raided the camp, killed a bunch of bandits, convinced one to leave, and now they are on their way to Bloodstop to begin their job for Mercutio as they make their way through the jungles, probably not with anybody following them.
Probably.
And that's where we'll pick up. It's still early-ish in the morning, probably about 10 a.m. at this point. You're making your way through the woods. You've definitely cleared some distance between the camp. Probably been able to slow your pace a little bit. Regrouped with your horses, whom you love very much. And making your way that way. Would you...
I'm assuming none of them were injured in any way, shape, or form.
Nope, they are totally fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They are.
Because we would have to fight God.
Yeah, yeah, no, they were fine. They're having some tea, you know.
Horse tea.
Yeah.
Wowie.
Would you be mounted up and just kind of moving through the jungle, or would you have gone back to the road?
That's a great question.
I don't know. We should probably just lead him to the road real quick.
Yeah. I don't think they're going to be doing very well in the jungle.
Okay.
We'll move faster through the road.
So I'll hop on. Leander's got a horse because you stole some horses. You didn't take the wagons? I'm assuming you just took the horses.
Let's set them on fire.
Oh yes, you burnt the
Yeah,
wagons.
we set the horses on fire. That's what it sounded like.
I don't recall that one.
No equine immolation. So.
But I cast it at level 3.
Equine Immolation is a good band name.
Yeah, it is. So you start heading down the road. Everybody loaded up on their horses. Are you two staying on the ground?
I'm going to hop on the carpet and stay like 20 feet above the party.
Okay.
Ulrich, do you want to join?
Okay. So the two of you hop on your magic carpet, start making your way down. Fairly quiet. Leander kind of moves towards the back and is quiet. The Piscatus is like, so, you guys mind if I stay with? It's good if I stay with you guys. Thanks for saving me in there. A little bit singed, but I guess better late than never.
Better than dead.
Yeah, no, those guys were assholes.
We ask you, Piscatus, what do you do? Why are you out here? What are you up to?
Oh, I work on blood stuff. I was out picking up some supplies. We do a lot of herbalism up there. So
Herbalism.
me and a group were checking out some new spots, and yeah, bandits. They were like, give us your money. It's like no, and then my buddies bailed.
What a captivating retelling of that story.
It wasn't much.
Do you think
After I
they'll-
said no, they hit me in the head with a
Not much for buddies.
club. No.
Do you think your buddies will be back in Bloodstock?
I hope so. I'm probably going to stab one of them because I'm really not a big fan of being put in a cage.
Fair.
Yeah, I can totally understand that.
And he kind of rubs his head a little bit. And you can see where there's definitely like the edge of a bruise, like kind of near the hairline where it looks like he got clocked in the head. So,
Cure wounds.
are you gonna? Okay.
Sorry, healing word. not
Healing
cure
word.
wounds.
Have we had a long rest since
No.
Bird of the Wagons? No, okay.
We are running.
Right. Just
So,
fucking up the timeline in my head.
other than saving my life and the other guy, what are y'all doing out here?
Oh, trading and this and that. Actually, we're on our way to Bloodstock.
Oh. Picking up any good
Just
reads?
Just doing some work.
Just some trading and things, the usual.
All right. I know a hush hush thing when I see it.
Surely you might know some accommodations where we could wet our whistle.
Oh yeah. Ram's Teeth Inn. It's
Ram's
I mean,
Teeth Inn.
it's really the only one in town. I mean, they do a pretty good job.
Good to know. Somebody remember that.
Don't worry, I wrote it down.
Remarkably helpful.
So don't want to be impolite. I got a chance to catch everybody's name. Again, Piscatus the second.
Gideon Wildflower. The first.
I'm in the back with the lantern.
Okay.
Aster Dare, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Don't see many tieflings around here.
I know.
I like the horns. The silver.
Work in progress. It's paint.
Oh, nice accent. Kinda look towards you.
Our silent friend there, his name is Mole.
Is it?
No, of course not.
It's Hammer.
He doesn't seem overly loquacious, so I'll let him be.
No, he saves the talking for me.
What about you, big guy?
Hmm?
What's your name?
Ulrich.
Nice to meet you.
He healed for 9, by the way.
Oh, okay. That bruise kind of fades. He's like, oh man, I'll hang around with you guys more often. Fights would be a lot less. Have to sleep a lot less afterwards.
You get into a lot of fights then?
No.
In such.
Bandit.
Yeah, he immediately. It's very clear that probably quite a few. Just kind of like you see him kind of like pull down his shirt to cover up probably some like old scars. I don't know. Why would you say that? I seem pretty likable.
Lackable doesn't necessarily mean you're not a bandit or something of the sort.
Also, you shouldn't cover those. They remind you that the past is real.
Oh my god.
So it'll be something.
You know,
I
I'm
have to leave.
gonna go home.
You're already home!
What band is that? What band is that?
Tear my... Nope.
Okay. So
Is that Newfound Glory?
Papa Roach.
start traveling on for another couple hours. Maybe a little bit of idle chit chat.
Aster is just side-eyeing and sometimes glaring at Maul. That's it. Not
Okay.
glaring, but like,
Narrowed eyes.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm just gonna silently ride next to Leander until he says something.
He is just kind of. He's going to try to seem tired and beat up, but doesn't really do a great job at it, and just kind of plugs along and just poignantly, like you think he gets that kind of look, like maybe I'll say something, and just
I'm gonna look at him in the face, take out the red book, and just start casually flipping through it.
There is an audible, probably to you, kind of a. Is this something you want to talk about here, or would you prefer till we get back?
Probably when we get back.
Okay.
She's very beautiful.
She is.
Glad you're alive.
He mumbles something very quietly under his breath.
Was it?
Not he from that far away. You probably wouldn't.
Oh no, I'm just.
Okay.
I was gonna put in my input for what I want to do on the ride.
Okay.
I'm gonna hang back and be looking out for people.
Okay.
Oh yeah, can I perception check from above?
Yeah.
I rolled a 15 to try to see what he said.
I'm not sure if I'm glad I'm alive.
Oh,
There you go.
22.
22.
9.
9. Okay. You catch a glimpse of somebody in the woods, probably about 100 yards from the road, but from where they're set up, like it looks like they're staying hidden. You go past, they don't appear to follow. Vibe you get is
They're hiding from us.
hiding slash more of, instead of engaging, maybe kind of keeping tabs.
Oh. Alright. We've been spotted. Make sure we don't slow down.
I'll, at the front,
Okay.
pick up the pace a bit.
Okay.
I guess I'll just look up to
I
you.
don't have any
like-
coconuts.
Why not? You should have come prepared.
I know, right?
Good stuff. Oh shit.
The thorns grew back, you said.
Yes.
I'm gonna pluck another couple more and just see how long they take to grow back.
Moments.
Never have to find components.
There you go. And that's the total benefit. There's no drawbacks at all.
None
I
at all.
am my own herbs and spices.
Oh, de Balric.
About
Oh, de Balric?
2 o'clock through the winding road,
Parfum?
things start to clear a bit. Off to the left-hand side, Balric, you notice a huge amount of blood thistle, which you know is used for healing potions, and it usually grows in patches, maybe a few feet across. Like, this is probably more than you've seen ever. There's also you start looking around, and as you're coming towards where you can see the town in the distance, you see a variety of other random herbs, some rare vines kind of moving up some of the trees with some pretty unique flowers. It is...
You're just gonna feel like an urgent pat on your back.
What's going on, Blubber?
Bring us down. Bring us down.
Okay,
Bring us down.
all right, I'm going, and I start to drop.
Blood stop.
Yeah.
By the urgency.
You hear some frantic patting of Barak and some obvious excitement.
As soon as we're at a good level, I'm gonna jump off the carpet.
Okay. You see the carpet come down,
Medium
and then
or
just you hear of Barak kind of does those like quick steps, like, oh man, I got off the escalator.
And then I'm just gonna rush over the blood thistle and
What
start
the
fucking
f-
picking.
Okay.
Gonna pull, like, try to stop.
Give me, I guess, dexterity with proficiency, because you're proficient with herbalism. And you got nature. You know what? You can do an advantage. This is kind of your shtick. You see Barak just like run off the side of the road and just start like picking at plants.
Double sevens, baby.
That
Almost
is
lucky.
That is
12. You're able to get a couple. You break the first one just because you're just kind of anxious and just kind of reach over and just crush it. Whoops.
Dang it.
Dang it, Bobby.
Not long after Barak's in, you hear, "Hey, get out of there!" Kind of from a distance. Okay.
Do we hear that?
Yeah, you would hear that. It's coming from a bit off the road. You see a figure, kind of a short figure, moving through the undergrowth. Hey, stop! Get out of that!
What is? It's blood thistle.
Yeah, it's expensive. What are you doing?
What's
If-
going on?
If you want stuff in town, so listen an eighth of a mile up the road.
But this is nature.
That doesn't mean it can't be owned.
Ooh.
Is this a farm?
I mean, of sorts, yeah. It's considered within town limits.
Right, but- and who
He
does
owns
this
the
belong to
property,
in town?
Barak.
I mean, Balric, it does make sense. My
House
parents own
Jurassica?
trees, and people couldn't
House
just take the fruit
Jurassica?
off of them.
You would know them they're like the healing house,
Oh, well, we don't mess with the healers.
What was the house?
Jurassica.
I'm gonna shove the blood thistle I got in my pocket.
Okay.
I'll probably try to be a little subtle about it.
We're rubbing off on him. He's clearly not learning.
I rolled a 2 on the die, so.
So,
And let me tell you,
42.
I'm not proficient in sleight of hand.
You can keep that one.
So appreciate
Kind
your
of eyeballs.
kindness.
Astrodair, nice to meet you.
Roderick Jurassica.
Oh, you're of the house.
Yeah.
A pleasure. Fayola Thorngage.
This is
Heard
halfling reach
that
out.
name before?
You would know. Yeah, they're the healing house. Oh
Like Roderick specifically?
no.
Okay.
What do you do, Roderick?
I tend the fields. Well, tend the area. Scout around there. Do a little bit of harvesting.
So you're a gardener.
Groundskeeper?
I prefer that term. That sounds better. Groundskeeper, Roderick.
Horticultural acquisition specialist is what I prefer. Just kind of like pulls himself up and just kind of tries to dust some of the dirt off. Like, he's not super nice. Like, it's a decent cut, but obviously like dirty. Like dirt underneath all the
I
fingernails.
imagine
It's
that.
literally a glorified way of saying gardener.
Well, a man of your stature should be clean once in a while, right? Then let's take care of that, shall we? Now you look your stature, your position here.
I like this one.
Cool.
So, and he looks up. So yes, where have you been? We got jumped.
Oh.
Yes, we rescued him.
Wait, is Piscatus from House Jurasco?
He never mentioned being from it, but he's like, he just kind of looks and they said you were dead. Eaten by.
Oh.
Well,
Wow.
clearly you have some liars.
You've got some trash friends there.
Eaten by what?
Agreed.
Tiger.
Oh.
He wasn't eaten by a tiger. Actually, he was attacked by bandits.
And his friends abandoned him in the middle of nowhere.
They simply ran away.
And like, come on, we're gonna. I appreciate you helping him out. Big guy. Pick 3 or 4 more.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Don't look
Feel
a
free
gift.
to
Horticultural
swing by
acquisition specialist.
the house later on. I will
Listen to you.
see if I can manage a small reward.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Scatus hops down and heads off with him, and they kind of make their way through the towards the town, and you hear kind of some. You can hear a little bit. He's like, they left you. He's like, yeah, they fucking left me. We ran into the bandits. I got hit in the head, and I woke up and I was by myself. And kind of trails off at that point.
I'll grab the horse he hopped off at
Okay.
on and just bring it along. Maybe we could sell this one or something.
Yeah, maybe.
You
Oh, I can carry this
What is
stuff.
there other than blood thistle? Anything?
We have a
Um,
bunch of stuff in
yeah, there's a few other herbs. I don't have
Oh.
names off the top of my head, but there's a few other things if you had something in mind that you were looking to. Any potion that you've encountered, you can probably find at least some of the ingredients out in this area.
Okay. I'll grab 2 more blood thistle, and then 4,
Something else.
2 anti-poison, 2 anti-paralytic.
Okay. So you get a bit closer up to town. Are you waiting for Balric to finish picking flowers?
Sure. We
Status
technically
bar.
don't need another horse if somebody's getting that bag.
I don't think we need to keep another horse. I say we just sell it.
Would be great to sell. Extra coin is always good. I'm gonna, when no one's looking, pick a blood thistle just cause.
Okay. Give me. Do you have an herb? Are you proficient with herbalism tools?
No. But he's been picking them, and at this point, I think I can know which flower it is.
Oh, you know what flower it is. Do you have nature?
No.
Okay.
But jack of
So
all trades.
give me okay, well then give me a dex roll, and yeah, I guess you can do half of your proficiency because you're a bard.
Fantastic. That helps so much. It made it a 7.
Okay. You go through and you just kind of pull some off. You're able to
Or 6,
get one of
actually.
the plants.
Do I see him do that?
You're probably a little bit preoccupied. Okay. So after everybody's finished picking flowers, you get a bit closer to town. Probably about another 300 yards. You go up, and things really open up, and you see a bunch of small houses, full like structure, but obviously like they're definitely designed for smaller people. Most of them, a few more normal sized houses, but mostly of shorter size. Halflings, all over the place.
Do Bulwark and I fit anywhere?
You think it looks like what looks to be the inn would probably fit fine, but like the residences, you would have to like duck in, and you're hoping that none of them are 2 stories because you'll be crawling.
Oh, God.
So does this place kind of reflect the name? Like, because we were skeeved out by Bloodstop.
Not at all. Like it's bustling. People seem happy. There's
very nice.
Yeah.
I was guessing it was called Bloodstock because of all the blood thistle, was it?
Is this number 1, Nick?
It is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it? What was the plant called again?
Blood thistle.
Blood thistle?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. They have huge blood thistle fields. They probably called it Bloodstock.
Although they did say it was 3 months since the last incident, so.
Yes, that's fair.
You come into town. It's got a pretty open central area. Houses kind of littered about. There is three really large buildings. There's what looks to be the inn. There is a building that clearly has the House Jarosco crest on it. And then there's another one kind of tucked towards the back that looks to be a bit bigger, but not really able to discern immediately what it is.
There are stables anywhere?
Yes, by the inn. And you do see 2 wagons parked over by House Jarosco. There's a tiefling and a dwarf just kind of, both just sitting there, just seem to be just kind of shooting the shit.
I'm gonna go take care of this real quick, and I'll meet up with you guys at the end.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, well, we'll see you
All
then.
the horses?
No, just the one I'm riding and the extra one.
I will have put my carpet away.
Okay.
Do you want a hand?
Only if you want to.
I mean, I need to put my horse away too, so.
Okay.
Yep.
And also the rental horse.
The rental horse?
Well, the stolen.
Ye old rent-a horse.
We murdered his owners. I'm just trying not to say we murdered his owners.
Murder horse.
They were bad.
The murder
people.
horse.
I assume you're being
We
quiet
have
about
2
using the
of
word
those.
murder.
Yeah, only a little.
We have 2,
We have
2 murder horses.
The
We're
one
saying
that
it jovially.
Leander's on.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Leander can keep his.
You do see kind of somebody just kind of peek up their head and just kind of look over towards you and just kind of pokes the guy next to him and just like no, I don't hear anything. And just kind of watch you as you head towards the stables.
Make eye contact with that guy. I want to just make eye contact and wink.
Just kind of
Prolonged.
head goes down and just turns away and just like obviously like very uncomfortable.
Jeez, everyone in this town takes things seriously. Okay.
Place like Bloodstock.
So you go and you tie up the horses.
Yeah, and I'm gonna try to sell the one that the halfling had been
Okay.
riding.
There's a stable hand there. She looks at you. Good afternoon.
How are you today?
I'm great. Just the 2?
Oh, just this one looking to sail
Oh,
with a saddle.
all right. She goes over, like, picks up its foot, looks at whatever you would look at on a horse's foot, goes around, like, looks at its teeth, I would guess.
Yeah, Twitch is having issues. In my experience, it's worth about what you'd pay for a beast like this.
I'll give you 17 gold.
No.
22.
Plus 10 for the saddle. It's in good condition.
I'll give you 8 for the saddle, so 30 even.
Okay.
Done.
Stick my hand out.
She's like, I'll be right back. And
Okay.
she kind of dusts off her hand and she
Pat the
heads
horse as it
inside.
goes away.
She comes back out a couple minutes later and hands you almost all gold. Some of it's in silver, but
Okay.
all right. Well, thank you. And she
Pleasure.
puts the horse away.
Do you have room for the 4 of us to keep our horses here?
For the day or
When were we supposed to be picking up Leander's stuff? Not Mercutio stuff?
you had to be here by tomorrow?
Okay. So for a night.
Okay. 1 silver, 3 copper.
Okay. Done.
Okay. She. Just when you come in, those bays back there.
I'm gonna give her 2 silver because I have 69 copper right now and I don't want to change.
Okay.
And I'll ask her to take good care of them.
Of course.
You are a discerning businesswoman.
So horses get all tied up. Where to now?
Who are we supposed to deliver to?
You had got the he'd said to see House Jarosco and they would sort you out when you got up there.
Okay, so we're dropping off and picking up from House Job.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does anyone want a cut of this 30 gold?
You know what you've worked so
I don't
hard
care.
for.
Okay,
You
can-
should
you
keep
just keep it.
Okay.
But you're buying drinks.
Fine by me.
All right. So you head over. As you get close to the building, the tiefling and the dwarf just kind of turn and kind of look towards them and kind of whisper at each other. And
Who are they looking at?
they look at your group as you head over towards the building.
Do I notice them?
Yeah.
Can I insight check them? Are they being like...
Same.
Not being. They just kind of.
Not great anyway, for a 9.
They just look to be just kind of checking out the newcomers to town.
Okay, then I'm just gonna wave politely. Hello, boys.
Hey. It's the dwarf.
That's your type, Gideon.
They're all my type.
You whore.
I know. I'm saying this loudly in their direction.
The tiefling nudges the dwarf, and he's just like,
Can I
Coy
get a
stretch.
second glance at the tiefling?
yeah. Blue, small horns, very red eyes.
Oh, cool. Try to get their eye contact and just nod. Tiefling solidarity.
Hey.
Hey.
Not what you were looking for.
Hi there.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Much better.
Isn't
You
she
new in
a
town?
sight?
Just for the day.
Even better.
Aster, introduce me to your friend.
Oh, we're not friends, actually.
We're all friends in waiting. What's your name?
Chardon.
Chardon. This is Aster.
Bows deeply.
Chardon?
Chardon.
How do you spell that?
Chardon.
And in case you are wondering, Chardon, she is staying the night.
She is at a lovely establishment.
I hate the both of you.
And we love you.
Ram's Teeth has some of the best ale in the area. I'll buy the first one.
Hear that, Aster? He's
Blushes
gonna
and just
buy
keeps
you.
walking.
Okay.
Well, you two look me up there if she's not having any drinks.
I will. Okay, so you head in.
You still have the bag, right?
Yeah.
Alright. Should we drop that off?
No. It's not until tomorrow.
Sure.
Do we want to do that today?
I mean, I'll go do it by myself if y'all want to go to the inn right now.
Well, you see,
I
I
thought that's
have an
where we were going.
appointment with some lovely people.
Weren't we going to the
I thought
inn?
you guys were going to. Oh, yeah, if it's the inn. I may have misunderstood.
Oh, because the stables were near the inn.
Yeah. Okay.
If you're gonna go do that, I'll go with you.
No, I'll go with you too. I just thought that we were going to stick to the times.
We're here early, sure, the pickup's tomorrow, but I'd rather the goods be off of us, therefore the responsibility.
Well,
Fair
smart.
enough.
Let's go.
It's
No.
nice to have an adult in the group.
Naadia, you have all your stuff in there right now.
Let's stop at the inn real fast. Real fast.
Do you want to just put it in my backpack?
Real fast.
Look, let's go to the inn. I'll take the bag.
No.
She'll take the goods out.
We just need a room. We just need a room. We need a room for like
Yes.
5 seconds. We'll just go
Yes.
and we'll get to the
Okay.
okay.
Let's set up our rooms.
You head in. It's already a little bit bustling. There's a couple half-orc children running around, and behind the counter there's a human male and a half-orc woman. Woman looks up. Oh. Welcome to the Ram's Teeth.
How are you today?
I'm well. Just in for
Just a night.
oh, just okay. How many rooms?
3 rooms, please.
Are you okay with Leander sleeping with us? Or
4 rooms. I sleep alone, or not at all.
Okay.
I mean, I was fine with it as long as Leander's fine with it. I don't mind.
Okay.
It's fine with you.
Yeah.
Okay. So 3 or 4.
3.
3.
That's a gold and a half.
I got it.
Okay.
Mm.
And she reaches down and pulls out 3 keys. Sets them on the counter. Up the stairs to the right. First 3 rooms on your right-hand side.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What was your name again?
Rada.
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 Pleasure.
Thank you very much, Rada.
You're very welcome. And enjoy your stay. If you need anything, just ask me or Thomas, and we'll get you what you need.
Oh, my daddy's name is Thomas.
Oh, well, it's such a lovely name.
Yes. It's
To the
certainly
rooms.
that. To the rooms.
To the rooms.
Okay.
The window to the wall.
So you're gonna go up and just kind of.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn it inside out and just like everything.
Oh God.
Are you all in the same room when this is going? Are you all going to one room, or you're all going to tend to drop off your individual
I'm
stuff?
going to watch what happens to the goods.
Yeah, exactly.
So you
We're
see
here for, like,
Naadia
5
just kind of go to
seconds.
turn this back out and just. And coins hitting the ground, just stuff, just like coins rolling in every direction.
Close to the floor.
Okay. This,
You just ride up the pile.
yeah, you have to actually lift it up a little bit as things come out and just kind of spill out all over the place.
Jesus,
I
how do
will-
you find anything in there if it's not organized?
You just think about it, and then I'm gonna put all the boxes that we needed back into the bag.
Okay.
Separate my stuff, and then I want to count all of the coins and then divide it into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 portions.
108 gold apiece.
Damn.
Wow.
Holy shit. I'm so glad we robbed those bandits.
Yeah.
I might actually be able to pay Hadra back. We'll see.
Just wait till I start throwing all the people asking for money in.
And as I'm like handing out the coins, I'm gonna give Malls his. See, sometimes when you help friends out, you do get paid.
Oh snap. And I'm gonna clean them all.
I literally don't react.
I did it for me.
Stoic and slightly cleaner. Okay. There's just still get everything all kind of put back in. Are you putting it back into your bag? Or are you just kind of like leaving all of your stuff on the floor?
Well, my stuff's in my bag.
Oh, you put your bag in the
I
bag.
put the bag, yeah. So
Bagception.
it was just a bag fell out,
And then
and a bunch of coin purses, and then all of the expensive stuff that I probably shouldn't have dumped on the floor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everything's dented.
But it's fine.
Worth less now.
When the crates hit the ground, they just kind of like a thunk, like a very solid sound. And there's like a as the freaking lockbox rolls out.
So we put those all away, or do we secretly go through it?
We do not secretly go through it. Come on now.
They're away. They're away. Let's go.
It's worth asking. I don't know. I'm
You know,
bored
when that
sometimes.
guy said that he was doing better, that was kind of hidden on me, wasn't it?
Oh, honey, he's so into you.
I don't like that.
You should take him up on it and then
Why
drink.
not?
You don't like that at all?
No
Why?
commitment.
Why?
You have some drinks.
He's not my type.
What is
What's your
type?
type?
I don't want to talk about it. I'll tell you later.
Okay. I'm holding you to that.
Same.
And I'm going to stay here and get some rest if you don't mind.
Okay.
Yep.
If you run away, I'll find you.
She's quite good at it.
Yes, it is apparent.
It's up to you.
I won't go anywhere.
Okay. Also, Shiad's
Insight check.
pooping himself right now.
I will send him a message.
Okay.
Leander, do you need anything while we're gone? Do you need like food or anything?
No, actually, maybe just we have a few gold and maybe get a drink.
And a meal?
Of course.
I'll give him a few gold.
Okay. I will pay you back when we get back to Hope.
It's fine. What, like 4 gold? I don't know.
That would be more than I don't think I can drink that much anymore.
I'm gonna stay here.
You sure?
It's a new town and we don't really know what's happening.
Okay.
Not speaking down on your ability to handle yourself, but I don't feel like you should be alone right now.
Okay, thank you.
You could always make friends with the barkeep. You seem to get along with Rondis, so
Well, that's because Rondis is awesome.
Thomas or Rada might be awesome too.
That's true.
Maybe there's something going on.
Maybe.
Like in town.
Maybe.
Obviously between them they're probably married or something.
Is there anything I should try and find out?
I don't know. Hot gossip.
Smart.
Find out what the best drink is.
Ooh.
Okay.
Leander puts his hand on you. I'll help you out. Some people say I have a silver tongue.
Probably get that looked at.
There's definitely a look of confusion that kind of, he starts to chuckle and is,
No, he's always holding back laughter.
okay. You're clever, Balric.
Sometimes.
Right, well, I'll make sure that we have some room at the table for you.
Okay. Let's go drop the stuff off.
Let's do it.
Onward! Or something.
Where were we actually supposed to go?
House
Jarosco.
Oh, okay. Oh, we were gonna go there for a baby
Yup.
reward anyway, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I
Oh,
think
that's why you want to do it.
we get the reward first, and then we do the drop off.
Okay.
Agreed.
Okay. So you make your way across town. As you're going through, you notice that vast majority of the population is halfling and dwarf. Halfling is even more than dwarf, but you only see a few humans, bugbear or two, but this is like a halfling hangout.
Nice.
Well, I'm just gonna like lord over them because I'm huge and they're tiny.
Oh yeah, they probably come up to your like shins or something.
Probably. They real small. Yeah, but he's in the tower, and so I get to strut my stuff right now.
Sure.
You get over to House Jarosco, and it's a nice, well-kept building. Once you walk inside, there's a few counters and just shelves full of bottles. A bunch of people in the back look to be kind of mixing different things. A bunch of alchemic devices just kind of all going about. There's probably there's like 15 different tables with people doing stuff on them. And there's a couple people behind the counter. One towards the center, he's got this long, big twisted mustache. Good morning.
Good morning.
Well, afternoon, I should say.
Good
Sorry.
afternoon.
Can I help you? Welcome to House Jarosco.
Yeah, we saved one of your halfling. Was he halfling? Piscatus. The second. We saved him.
you're the ones that.
We are the conquering heroes.
Yes, Roderick said that you would be coming by.
Aster is like barely paying attention to the conversation, looking at all the shelves and if there's any labels and stuff, like reading and studying.
Okay. Give me investigation roll.
Investigation. Oh, that's a natural one.
Okay.
All
Shiny.
red and
There's a
Real
lot of stuff.
distracted.
Oh, fine.
Aster can no longer read.
Oh no.
Take 17 intelligence damage.
It was how many? It was 4 of you then?
5.
I could
One of us
do-
is staying behind in the tavern right now. He's so exhausted from saving Piscatus.
Piscatus is a good worker. Those other two, not so much. It's kind of sad to have lost him. Now that he's back,
So
10 gold each.
I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
well,
We were looking for a reward.
if there's any possible, maybe a healing potion or two you could throw our way. We did sustain small injuries when we were rescuing Piscatus. And revealing the duplicitous nature of his two friends there.
That's true. That's
Still
also not
injuries.
interesting.
I'm like
He,
definitely cut.
he pulls out a what looks to be like a fairly small book, and then he puts it on and just opens it, and it just looks like there's like 3 times as many pages as he opens it, and he starts. You know what? Pulls out some paper, and he's like, before you leave, take it over to that desk over there, and they'll sort you out with the healing potion on top.
Give
Perfect.
us
Thank
a
you.
Generous.
prescription.
Huh?
He just gave us a prescription.
Basically, yeah. He signs off, and he's like, well, then I will. My personal thanks, Belvedere di Girasco.
Theola Thorngage, at your service.
Pleasure.
Belvedere is such a good name.
An excellent name.
Well, Lord Belvedere.
Well, again, thank you. What else can I do for you while you're here? Potions, some healing if need be. You all look to be in decent shape.
Nothing a few hugs and a well night's sleep couldn't fix.
Oh, well, check out the ram's teeth.
We're also here for a job. You were doing do you know Mercutio from Hope?
Yes.
We
You're a little bit early.
Yeah, well, we get the job done quickly.
I like it. I like punctuality is a big thing. You have the payment?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, reaches in, pulls out a crate, pulls out the sword. He's like, he looks very, tucks that underneath the desk, pulls out the lockbox, pulls out a key, pops it open. Okay. Well, it looks like everything's in order. Hey! And he waves to one of the guys. Crack these open. Do a quick look. And they take the crates over, and they set up what looks to be like a little rope, like a warning rope around it, and one of them steps up and grabs the crate, and once the top pops, the crate kind of expands out to like a full-size crate, and when the top pops off, it is just full of dragon shards.
Whoa!
And you didn't want to take a look?
Wait, how did it do that? The
Magic.
is there like a particular spell for that?
It's House Kenneth makes them. They are designed to, reduce, condense things down. They get bulky to travel.
It's bigger on the inside.
Probably like bag of holding technology kind of.
Yeah, but not as permanent.
Clearly.
The only downside is that if they get damaged occasionally, they expand.
Can you do it with weapons, you think?
Healing's more my thing. But I mean, I'm sure you can find. I'm here they're opening a house enclave in New Throne, so
For House Canny?
yes,
Hey, what was that sword?
mine.
Okay. I'm just curious, just because if it's inside something, I want to know what it is. You don't need to tell me. I'm just
And
curious by asking.
he pulls it out, and it's just this gorgeous, well made, and he's just like, watch this, and he just kind of. Oh, actually, no. I guess it would happen when it comes out. When it pulls out, the couple candles on the desk just blink out, and they're just kind of like this, whitish mist that just kind of rolls off of the.
So you're a sword fighter, Mr. Belvedere?
I do okay, but it's good to have a well-made weapon for those of us who, maybe not as strapping as this one.
He's certainly that.
Well, that's a beautiful weapon. Thank you very much for showing me.
He's a bodyguard.
He has a
hits
body.
things.
He is so much more than that.
He's a grump.
Well
But we
spoken,
love him.
too.
Best dollar, I guess. Well, we got 2 drivers, Chardon and Rufus. They will leave the wagon back for you.
We were thinking tomorrow morning.
No. I mean, honestly, I wasn't expecting till the afternoon. I figured you'd get it in the morning, but leaving earlier, that's sure Mercutio will be happy.
Sure.
I do have one other thing. He pulls out a letter and it's sealed. He's like, please make sure that he gets this.
I have a front pocket if you want me to.
Oh, I think I have the bag, right? That's his.
Well, then I guess you can put it in there. I mean, as long as he gets it, it is quite important.
Oh, well, we'll put it in the bag. And we'll give the bag back to him. Possibly buy a top of him, and that's fine.
Fantastic. Just tell Shutdown and Rufus to let me know before you leave, and you'll be good to go.
So you want us to tell
Sounds
them,
good.
or you want to tell them?
Well, I mean, if you, and I think they were outside. If you happen to come across them, I figured you would probably want to introduce yourself. Most caravan
we
guards.
certainly
we
do.
already
think we
have.
have.
Oh, well,
Actually,
good.
which one's the Rufus? Is he the dwarf?
He's the
Yes.
short one.
Yes, we've already introduced ourselves.
Oh.
Thank
Do
you.
like him burly.
Careful, I hear he's quite the man's man.
Oh, how heinous! Oh, my delicate sensibilities.
Well, I have to go make sure that all of these dragon shards are taken care of. Again, thank you for bringing everything down.
Thank
I
you.
will
Our
I will pass
pleasure.
on to Mercutio that you are punctual, diligent. If we work together again, it will be nice to have people that we can rely on.
We are certainly reliable.
Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
Yeah. Well,
Right,
have a
now-
great day.
You too.
I'm gonna go hand in that
Let's
person.
go. Yeah, let's go get some health potions.
You as you're heading over, there's a halfling walking away, and then from the back, Piscatus walks out. Oh, hey.
Hey,
Glad to see you made it back.
you stab your
Yeah.
friend yet?
Oh no, they're heading out. They're probably gonna get fired, so I don't really need to worry about it too much.
Stabbing is more fun than a firing.
Stabbing's a lot more permanent.
Yeah, I
too.
mean,
Unless
they're
it's a
probably
firing
smart
from a
and
cannon.
know not to come around. But you know, sons of bitches.
What's their names in case we run into them?
Azak and Mullah. They're the only two goblins in town. So
Goblins.
Oh,
Interesting.
They sound like assholes.
you know. But oh, I'm assuming you have the.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. And he goes and walks over to a cabinet, pops it open. All right. Brings him over. Well, I hope they took good care of you. Again, I appreciate the help. So, you know, if you're ever in the area again, you know, look me up. I'll buy you a drink.
All right.
Okay.
Do we each get a single potion of healing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Including one for Balric.
Including one for Balric.
Yay.
Mole, I
Yeah.
don't think that I need this as much as you certainly should have it. So I'd like you to have mine.
All right.
Ooh, Gideon has a crush.
I do not crush. I achieve.
You're in love?
No, God no. That has nothing to do with crushing.
oh no.
You have a strange definition of
That
love.
was a traitor. Oh, there it is. That's weird. It wasn't sure.
Okay. So you finish up with House Jurasco and start to head back. So
Do we see Rufus and Shadon?
yeah, they're hanging out by the wagon across the way. I'm gonna cut back to Balric real quick. So within 2 minutes of them leaving, you drink?
Sometimes.
Let's go. He just kind of sits down and just starts heading downstairs.
Spicy juice time.
Spice juice.
Follow.
Get in. We're drinking.
Okay, we'll go to the bar. Where's he go?
He heads to the bar and he's like, I will take 3 of your best ale. Balric, what do you want?
I don't know what Rondis calls it?
What does it taste like?
Heaven.
Can you stand up afterwards?
Not after 4 in a short period.
Do you have as far as liquor? He's like, yeah. 2. And she comes back out. He puts gold down. He's like, we'll start with this. Oh, and a loaf of bread. He takes it back. He's like, come on, let's go get a table.
Oh, hold on. Excuse me?
Yeah.
Do you have any hot gossip?
The rumor is the 2 goblins who came into town a few weeks ago to work for House Jarasco are going to get fired. They apparently claimed that one of the Jarasco guys got eaten by a tiger. There was a bit of yelling. Ooh. Zada might be having an affair.
Who's Zada?
Hobgoblin who works as a guard in the city.
She shouldn't do that.
You wanted hot gossip. We're not here to judge. Just to gossip.
Okay.
Her husband's kind of an asshole anyway.
Alright. Thank you.
A different
You're
hobgoblin
welcome.
you could like.
Walk away bewildered.
You, like, as you walk away, the skinnier male human comes over and they start whispering. You're just like, what was that all about? Like, he obviously looks like you're inside. Well, he looks flummoxed and he just kind of looks at you and just kind of looks back and just pats him on the shoulder and just don't worry about it. You get over to the table and Leander is finishing the first cup of ale.
I'm gonna sit down at the table, take out 4 gold, slide it across the table.
No. I don't.
Make sure Aster gets paid back.
I would make sure she got paid back. She's not going to take this. I'm going to have to slip it in her purse. You know that, right?
Oh, that's fine.
You're very nice people. Has Naadia warned you about being too nice in places like this?
Yes.
Okay. He starts to drink the other one. He's like, these are for you. Tell me which one you like better. There's a brown one and a clear one.
Tiny sip of the brown one.
It's kind of oaky. Burns. Very cinnamony.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant just like very alcoholic.
It is very alcoholic, but very cinnamony. Like it's burning, but the cinnamon feels like it's in there just to cover the taste of the alcohol.
Wonder if you combine them with the taste.
How big are these drinks?
They're shots.
Oh.
I'm going to like you, Balric. He just downs the other ale. So what's your deal?
I don't know what that means.
I mean, you're hanging out with Naadia, traveling about, mall. He beats people up. Asked her, she was looking for her brother. What about you? You local?
Yeah. I don't know. They seemed like they needed help.
Kind hearts it is then. He just kind of cracks him the bread and chews on the end of it. Well, thanks for drinking with me.
Yeah.
You play cards?
play cards.
Let's play. Let's start shuffling. And you don't have any idea where he pulled those cards from. He's just got he's got cards in his hand and just is shuffling. And he'll kind of start dealing back and forth between the two of you, and he'll sit there and just kind of chit chat with you and beat your cards for a while. Though I don't know how. Probably. You're fairly perceptive, but I don't think you pick up on anything. And he's just he's winning a lot. You get a lot of bad cards.
Also not a dummy.
That's fair.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Now one, baby.
Nice. Yeah, no, everything is completely legit.
This is Naadia's friend. It's fine.
So you'd be getting about up to the inn at this point. Back, I say.
Yes, Rufus. I'm gonna look at Rufus when I say it, not shut on.
Pleasure.
Pleasure. I'm psychic, you know. I can tell what you're thinking. I've seen what you've been thinking since I walked into town.
And he goes like this, and you just see a ring appear on his finger. Nice try.
But I'm that good.
Oh. Oh, man. I really wish this... why don't we just lock these up? And Shardon's like, all right. And they go over and they close up the wagon, make sure that everything's secure. You guys going in for a drink?
We are. Funny enough, we were just going in for a drink that you were buying.
Sounds good. Let's go. And Shardon will get up to the door and just kind of deep bow. Come on in, my friends.
Why, thank you.
Thank you.
My pleasure. And once the two of you walk in, he's gonna walk in. Rufus is gonna be like, so you're a tall one.
Don't I just? You like him tall, huh?
Most are taller than me. But,
Hardly, you're so stout and strong. Look at you.
Want to arm wrestle?
I'm always up for wrestling. Arms are sometimes involved.
And he just kind of, through the beard, just a big old smile. They walk in. Shardon's like, hey, Reda. Normal stuff. Buying around for all of my friends here. And he, shall we go? And he kind of goes to put out his arm for you.
Ignore it and try to find followers.
You see them, they're towards the back. And Leander's shuffling and dealing out more cards.
How did I get a 2 and a 5 again?
Bad luck, my friend.
I'm gonna hear this
Oh,
and go over.
I shouldn't tell you my card. I don't have a 2 and a 5.
I'm gonna go over and lean over Leander and take a look at his hand.
He's got 4 aces and a king.
Really?
Lucky.
Really?
Yeah. What do you got, Bulwark? And he puts it down. Same hand he had 2 hands ago.
I also just highlighted I only have 2 cards.
That's fair. You're not great at this.
I feel like... Never mind.
Do you win?
What?
Do you win?
I'll play.
Okay. And then the other two come over and they're like, I haven't. And Leander's just kind of have a seat and kind of all pile in. And
I'm gonna sandwich myself away from Shardon.
Is there any way I could try and make it? It's a little obvious that I'm forcing Rufus and I in such a way that she has to sit next to Shardon.
No, please.
you would give me. You give
Naadia
me
would
insight.
totally try to help, right?
You give me persuasion.
Ooh.
10.
10. That's super cocked. 8 plus. Persuasion, fuck. 14.
14. You're not able to get them
Yeah.
next to each other, but Shardon is almost right across the table from Aster.
Perfect.
He's just so, what brings you all to town?
Well, funny enough,
Just kind of.
Staring at my hand. Cards.
I'll drink some ale.
Well, see, we have some business to attend to in House Jarasco. In fact, I think we'll be getting to see a lot more of each other.
What do you mean?
Well, you'll be guiding us tomorrow.
Oh, he kind of looks at all of you.
Is it about what you expected?
No, not so much. I was expecting more of these two. And I mean you're pretty big too, but you look like more of the talker.
Most situations can be talked out of.
Are you implying that we can't fight our way out of situations?
I can get very physical.
No, I'm not saying.
Why don't you try me, huh?
Oh no, I'm
She's
sure you're a
scrappy.
good fighter.
I've seen
but
her eat a badger.
The trick with Kabar usually is you put the big guys up there because, big intimidating type thing. The small ones, I'm not real big, and he just kind of flourishes and pulls out a dagger. He's like, I'm quick, but
I mean, guns are pretty intimidating, right?
Wait, you have a gun?
And I can be intimidating and...
Can I see it?
Nope.
Probably not in here.
Oh, I didn't realize. I'm sorry.
What?
Realize what? That we don't want to go flashing powerful weapons?
Oh, I know. I thought that maybe you two were.
Nope.
No.
Oh, okay. Oh,
No,
good
she
then.
better work
And he
on
kind
it.
of goes back to leaning.
Also, most of the things you're intimidated by can just be spoken to and has to stop, and it will.
One time, a gigantic dinosaur nearly ate us. And this one wished it away.
Well, it wasn't really a gigantic dinosaur.
It was the way I
a
told the story.
medium-sized dinosaur, but it did just want food, and I told it to leave, and then it left.
You can talk to animals.
Yeah.
That's pretty fantastic. I thought I could once, but I was just drunk.
Is that as small or is
Both?
It's like, wow, well, it's good we get to meet each other. I'm glad we'll be able to work together.
So, I heard Maul's sigh. What do you think about Tia Marone?
I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the Flame. Not necessarily bad people, but I was up in Thrain a couple of years ago, and they were kind of assholes. But every religion's got theirs.
They
What-
certainly do.
Are you a fan of then?
Oh, I mean, I'm like more civilized folk. I worship the host. But nothing to say that the Flame isn't real. But again, sometimes a little bit of zealotry. On Dare, there are assholes there too about it. But it's such a. Have you had run-ins with the Flame?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, most people just don't bring up history like that. I mean, I was never much of a history buff myself. But.
Oh, well, I love history, so.
Maybe I should, spend a little more time learning about it.
Well, I mean, you shouldn't force yourself to do things you don't want.
But I always feel it's good to try new things.
I love history too. Why don't we make some?
Okay.
Let's do it. I don't know how. We're just-
Oh, okay.
Well,
We're
the
gonna
trick to
make
making
history.
history is to share a moment so unforgettable that generations speak of it. And I'm sure you two, Aster, could share a lovely moment.
I mean, I don't see
How
many of our
about
people around.
Naadia and I will play a song. Why don't you show us a dance from your home?
No.
No, but I've always wanted to see you dance. You look so beautiful when you do
Hey,
it.
no, she doesn't have to do anything she doesn't want to. Don't let them pressure you.
Ah, a gentleman
Are you like
and a scholar.
really uncomfortable?
Yes. I thought that was obvious.
Actually, I'm sorry to have been deceiving you, but we're actually an item. So.
No. I'm sorry then.
I'm trying to break them up because I'm jealous.
Rufus is just like, of what?
Great question. Let me show you.
Another round comes over. So, are we? What is the plan? Are we leaving today or
Tomorrow.
Don't worry about it.
Tomorrow.
Okay?
Relatively early. Not too early. I'm sure I'll be up late tonight.
There's just kind of a the dwarf will just take a big pull of his ale and just kind of wave his hand over.
Oh, be careful. You don't want to hinder your performance, do you?
That doesn't gonna be a problem.
What time of
I'm
day?
certain it won't be.
Getting close to supper time. It's probably about 4.
I'll get up and leave and head toward the bar.
What time is it? I leave.
It's time to go.
I'm sorry that I made your girlfriend uncomfortable.
No, it is partially my fault. I was teasing her because I wasn't thinking. Apologies.
I don't see a whole lot of tieflings, and especially purple skin. That is, it's not of the most common.
Yeah. I find the trick with her is to be genuine. Like a nice individual.
Oh, I'm very nice. What? And Rufus is just like looks at him like, all right, well. So she's not much of the not in for the bad boys.
She's not really into people who peer pressure her into doing shit. No.
Oh, well, I wasn't trying to peer pressure. I was flirting. I even tried to, your friend over here is.
No, at a certain point, flirting just becomes harassment.
I went too far. I am sorry.
Yeah, should be.
Well, say Levy.
As the
Bobby.
Alnarians say.
Bobby.
You are. So he's the comedian in the group, I take it.
Give him inspiration.
Been nailing it tonight. So, well, then I guess drink. And he looks over at Leander. Give me in. And not like with that one. No more dealing from the bottom of the deck.
Hey.
Leander just kind of. We didn't play for money.
I think I was thinking about letting you hold patches.
Wow.
What's the patches?
Missed
Gets
opportunity.
up from the table and walks away.
Man,
We don't talk about patches like that.
I was just. I was interested. Why do you put a nut in your shirt?
You really don't learn, right? Just don't talk about patches like that.
Sorry. He just kind of held me over to you. And just like, what did I do?
See, Patches is an old friend from childhood that, well, when they were boys, Patches drowned in a lake, and he still sees Patches in his mind, so you brought up a really difficult memory.
Jesus, this is such a shit show.
Give me a deception roll.
Yes, sir.
You can have
20
advantage too,
oh,
because of
I
Balric's
don't
help.
understand what's going on tonight.
25.
I really don't.
Talk
just
about
like-
0 to 100. What the fuck?
I have issues with him right now. They're my own.
With me?
No, Leander.
Oh.
I love you.
Ooh.
So whenever he talks about Patches, just smile and nod and look politely interested.
Yeah.
This is Leander, right?
Yeah.
I'm behind Gideon, like.
You suck.
And he's just kind of like, oh man. I think I may have had a little bit too much. I think I might go lie down for a little bit. And he's gonna get up from the table and he'll walk by you and be like, Balric, sorry again, and head upstairs.
At the bar.
Yeah.
Order, can Can I get like an assorted like dinner for my table of friends over there?
Yeah. Anything in particular?
I don't know, platters, maybe like a group fondue or something.
We gotta do a big family-sized bowl of stew, some cheese and some meat.
Perfect.
All right.
And some. You're not at the table anymore.
He's probably just getting. Where were you heading to? Were you heading to the bar?
Yeah.
Okay. He'd probably be getting up to you as you're finishing up this order.
Oh, you staying for dinner?
Maybe.
A vegetable medley of sorts for my friend.
Oh. Okay.
Or fruits. Either's fine.
Yeah. We can do that. Be about 15 minutes.
Okay, how much?
Big one for Chardon and Rufus too?
Yeah.
Okay. Gold.
I got it.
Fine. Oh, thank you, Balric.
Thank you. Yeah. Bring it right over.
Thank you.
It's 2 gold.
2 gold. Thanks, big guy.
I have another question.
Oh.
It was about the hot gossip we talked about earlier.
The husband just kind of like chuckles behind you. Yes.
The hobgoblin woman. What was her name again?
Zadra.
Do you know where she's currently stationed?
Yeah, the north part of town.
Thank you.
Okay.
What was it? Zabra?
Zadra.
Zadra. Zadra like Hadra?
Yeah. I realized afterwards that it was just kind of like, ooh, but...
Are they related?
How would you know?
my gosh, it's just
Only
a Hadra
time
who
will
would
tell.
get with Maul.
Okay. Are you leaving?
I leave.
Okay. Boric heads out the door.
Outside?
Yeah.
Oh, where are you going?
I'll be back.
Okay. By yourself?
I'll be fine.
He's big.
Go sit down.
Okay. Are you heading out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So you head out towards the north part of town, and there's a bit of a gate, and there's a stocky hobgoblin woman talking with a dwarf. Just kind of lean close, kind of chit-chatting back and forth. They'll look up when you get probably within about like 30 feet.
Excuse me. Zadra?
Who's asking?
My name's Ulrich. Could I speak to you for a moment?
About what?
It's a private matter. I think, I don't know.
She puts her hand on the door. I'll be right back. She comes over. What do you need?
I recently heard some hot gossip, and I just wanted to let you know that if you're unhappy in your relationship, you should leave it.
How do you think this is your business? Go! How dare you?
Okay.
Get out of here!
Sorry.
No!
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Sure are. She storms off.
It was
Okay.
excellent advice to somebody who deserved it.
Okay. Are you heading back to the inn after that?
Maybe not immediately.
Okay.
He's gonna walk and think a little bit.
Okay. So, food comes over a few minutes later. For us too?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Very nice of you.
Who's all Balric?
Seems like quite nice people. Not normal with caravan guards. Normally they're bunch of drunk, loud assholes.
Well, this is kind
We're
of
several things.
not our day job, so.
Mm. Also, we're just so powerful that we can afford to be happy.
Huh. What if that's what being royalty is like?
It is actually.
What?
Rufus looks over. Are you royal?
He can be.
Look royal, regal, practically glowing.
Very.
Well, I suppose I'll adjourn to my chambers. I must be attended to. I'm royalty. Rufus, care to join me?
Yeah. I'll lead you up. And Chardon's like, see you 2 in the morning.
Oh, you'll see us.
He just kind of.
Of course it was going to be Gideon.
No preamble.
Whatsoever. No, that's not how that's not how you land the plane. You just do it. Gideon's got charm. He can make it happen. When I do go up there, is there like a wooden chair or anything in there?
In the room?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have there's like a small table with a chair, a bed.
Cool. I'm going to jam it under the handle. Go just because Naadia likes to get up to some mischief, but she won't be bothering us.
Okay.
And then I'll have my fun.
Okay.
Wow.
I'm gonna grab both for Leander. I'm gonna look at the tiefling guy. I am going to retire for the night. If you hit on my girlfriend, I'll know and I'll kill you. Okay, bye.
After she leaves, like again, I'm very sorry. You have my most humble apologies.
It's fine. Is Maul still here?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Just quietly sitting and drinking the whole time.
I wonder where Balric went. He just kind of left.
He can do whatever he wants.
Do I know you from somewhere?
Nope. If you do, let me know.
You ever been to New Throne?
Nope.
Okay. Well,
You been to New Throne before?
a couple times.
I heard it's not the best place to go.
Not great. That's actually where I came into Kabara. I shipped on the way in. Yeah. No.
By sea or by air?
Oh, by sea. I'm not fancy enough by that. I did a little bit of deckhand work, get my way across. Mostly because I got caught stowing away, but
You stowed away on a ship.
Yeah, Droram was rough, and
Droram?
Droam.
Droam.
And,
Is that
it's,
a place?
Yes, it's on the other side of Cover. Nation of the Goblin peoples.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure you've heard of it a little bit. They had a big kerfuffle there a couple of years ago. The king was, Lesh, as the technical term, was killed. And yeah,
In
things,
Droam?
yeah, things kind of went a little bit wacky for a while, and I was out. No more staying around there. And yeah, no, I just, I don't know. Something about you just kind of sticks out from some of the travel through there.
You know what they say about humans? Sometimes they all kind of look the same.
Sure do.
And you just kind of like, I didn't mean any offense if I caused any.
Oh.
Okay. Well, and probably about that time you'd probably be, depending on how long you wandered around for.
Not too absurdly long.
Okay.
You should probably wander around a little bit, trying to figure out what the hell just happened,
Oh, honey.
getting nowhere, and then just being like, all right, let's just go back.
Okay. So Balric comes back in, probably looking a little bit frazzled, I would guess. Oh.
Hi, Balric.
Hi.
You okay?
Yeah.
We got all sorts of some meats,
Your
some ham over there, a sausage.
fruit and vegetable platters right here.
Okay.
Oh, I thought that was for the other big one.
Oh no. Balric's vegan. Vegetarian?
Vegetarian.
Mind if I steal a carrot stick or two? Oh, it was definitely a pleasure meeting all of you. What time in the morning again? And he'll kind of look towards you, because he probably gets the vibe that you're the leader.
Probably just after sunrise or something close to that.
You're not there.
8 a.m.
I know. Be ready by 8.
You got it? All right, yeah. Well,
I'm gonna
Have a good night, Charlie.
retire too.
yeah, you too.
I'm just gonna pick up the platter and go upstairs.
He'll probably walk upstairs with you. You doing all right, big guy?
Huh?
You look a little. Yeah, you just look a little flustered. I read people. Good thing for a caravan driver. You know, keep an eye on who's on the road. You know, bandit or just some guy looking for a handout.
I'm sorry. Who are you?
Oh, Sheldon. I'm gonna be your driver tomorrow.
Well, see you tomorrow.
Nobody likes Chardonnay.
And he just
I'll take care of him.
he heads to you take a right, he takes a left. Okay. So it is.
Just the two
Two.
of us. Well, this worked out perfectly.
Yep.
What the hell was that shit earlier today? The shadowy stuff?
Do you really want to know?
I'm asking, aren't I?
Sure. I have to deal with a lot of asking that's double speak half the time.
Maul, do I look like somebody who double speaks?
It is what I've picked up over a few years studying
Studying what?
death.
Like actual death or personification of death or
Actual death.
why?
Because it's pretty prevalent in my history. Prevalent.
You hear a voice from a little way. I died once.
Okay.
Yeah, sucked.
Yes, it does.
And he just kind of, obviously drunk, just kind of like staggers by. Just keeps walking.
Oh, shit.
How long did he do that for?
Probably like a good, he thought it was pretty quick. It's probably like a good, 4 count.
Eyes would have flashed red after 1 second.
Just kind of walks off and just kind of sits no longer facing towards you guys somewhere else.
Not drunk enough yet.
What is with people tonight? Anyway, so you studied death because it's prevalent in your history.
Sure. So why not take an interest in it? You write everything down that you come across.
Sure, but writing stuff down in a book's different than shadows molded around your person.
So is a demon gun.
Okay, touche. So what, you study a book, or
No.
that's why you were staring at people when you killed them?
Yes.
How'd you get into it?
When death kind of follows you around, you start to notice that. And instead of it scaring me, I leaned into it. learn some things. Takes a lot of study.
Makes sense.
It's just a tool.
Sure. I don't know, it's just... There had to have been a way that you actually, like, learned it, though, right? Like, you can't just pick that up.
I guess you can.
I won't inside check that.
Okay.
Okay. Alright. Sounds good to me. Thank you for telling me.
Do his ask.
You would.
Can
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Finish.
If Chardon starts doing that shit again, can you just punch him in the face for me?
Is that what you really want me to do?
I don't like how he was treating me. Part of it was Gideon's fault, but also he kind of just didn't let up, so... Even though he apologized if he does it again. Just...
You do realize I hurt people pretty badly when I punch them, yes?
Pull your punch a little bit.
No.
No?
No.
Not at all? Alright, so don't punch him.
Okay then. You punch him.
Probably won't die that way. Right. Okay, well, I guess I will go join Naadia and Leander then.
Alright.
So you went upstairs with some food for you and Leander. You go, as you open the door, he starts wrapping back up. Just notices that you're coming in and starts wrapping back up the bundle that he had. Naadia.
Yeah. You have everything?
I do.
I'll sit cross-legged in front of him. Put his bowl in front of him. Mine in front of me.
Okay. You know that you mean a lot to me, child, right?
Yes. And you know you mean a lot to me.
Yes. She is okay?
He's as okay as he can be.
Yeah, he seemed a little frazzled. There was a lot of swearing when he responded back to me. I didn't mean to frighten the two of you.
Yeah.
I thought it would just be go grab what I needed and be back. How are things going with you and Velenn?
Pretty well.
Good. Showing you lots?
Good amount, yeah. I'll take out the red notebook, and I'll take out Jacob. I'm learning a new one.
Good. Maybe about time. We should plan to get together with your friends when we get back.
Okay.
I think Velenn is going to ask the same thing. I think it's long past due.
Are you my dad?
How do you mean that, child?
Are you my father?
I think of you as my daughter, but no.
Okay. Well, it was a theory. You're still my dad.
Yes. A tear definitely kind of runs down his face, and I'd be very proud if you were my own, as much as I am of you now.
I am.
You are quite talented, and I don't. It's going to be sad without you in the troop.
Yeah. No, it's quiet. As loud as they are, it's quiet.
I bet. They are good people, it seems. Not everybody will be that way to you. You know that.
Yes, I do.
Be careful. Be careful who you trust. But if you trust them, like you trust me and Shihad, then they are your family and your troop. I haven't asked you in many years. Do you remember anything from before?
I can remember running. You, I remember you.
Yeah.
Sometimes I have dreams, but
Well, listen to your dreams, and they may be signs.
do you know anything else?
A few things. I don't have them here, so I can't show you, but there's more I saw more to the tattoos. And I have an understanding, a slight understanding of their importance. And it is likely that what I know will cause a problem between me and Velenn. I don't know. He came to see me before I left. He asked some questions, and well, I think he was able to glean some of what I know, and I mean, I'm Leander. If I don't want you to know, you're not going to know it all. But I didn't feel that he should know before you know. And I can tell you now, or when we all sit down, when we get back. It is up to you. You're old enough to know, and frankly, you were old enough then. But I was a scared, selfish old man.
Not selfish.
Very selfish. Your troop that you were born to, they kept the history of your people. And that is what you wear on your skin.
So you know who I was born to?
I know of the legend of them. I didn't believe they were real. I didn't believe they could be. There was... After my wife died, I did not believe in much of anything. And I wandered, maybe hoping to die. And that is when I found you. And... I had a promise to fulfill. And that is what I did. She was one of your people. She knew a lot of your people's ways. She was even, she said sometimes she could even hear the traveler's voice. And she told me that our daughter or our child would be significant to her people. And then she died. And when I found you, I thought maybe it was a sign from her. So I took what I knew of her ways and I started to prepare what I could for maybe a day when you would remember your face. I should have told you sooner.
Oh. You let me have a childhood.
I tried.
I take out my notebook with that drawing. Is this familiar?
I'm trying to remember which drawing it's on.
The traveler statue that it turned into.
The face looks right.
For me.
For you.
What?
You looked very much like your people, but it was dangerous. People are not always trusted.
Yeah.
Unfairly. Very unfairly. So I raised you as another outsider. We could be outsiders together.
I enjoyed that. I took a moment with the traveler, and this is what he showed me.
Well, maybe she was right, and maybe you are as important as she said. I know you are to me. And about that time, you'd probably hear footsteps coming to the outside of the door.
Well,
Should we pick this up later?
yeah.
He'll just kind of wipe his face and... and then you hear a knock on the door.
Do I see obvious, like, tears?
Leander seems just kind of... He'll chuckle and be like, oh, it's a good one, child.
19 for my deception.
Alright, so I don't see shit.
They seem to just be having a bit of a conversation.
No.
Ah, Aster,
Oh, hi.
good evening.
Am I interrupting anything?
Not at all.
Okay, come in.
It's like, well, I think I'm going to get a bit of rest, especially if we're going to be up and travel in the morning.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay. And he goes over and just kind of like sets up a bedroll like in the corner and just kind of lays down and in moments he's asleep. Like you're impressed like how fast this guy falls asleep. He's just like, I'm done.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Better.
That's good.
Thanks for for saving me.
Sorry for egging him on in the first place.
No, it's fine. You didn't know.
Ah. So what is your type?
I like quiet people. Honest people.
I'll keep that in mind.
If they're cute, it's a bonus.
I'll keep that in mind the next time I randomly set you up with a stranger.
Okay. Well, I'd rather it not be a stranger, Naadia. Let's get that straight. I don't like that.
But what if he's really cute?
Maybe.
Like so cute.
How, like, scale of 1 to 10.
11.
Okay, yeah. That's
Okay.
fine. Yeah, it's... Thank you.
No problem. My family, no?
Okay.
Curl up in bed.
All right. So you all wake up the next morning.
While you walk in,
Oh.
Ulrich is laying on the bed with the platter on his chest, and he's just...
I was gonna stay downstairs for a while, actually.
Okay.
So, depending on...
you might
I'll
be
let you
asleep
stay
with the
up.
platter on his chest.
You doing anything downstairs? Just drinking?
Drinking, sitting, whatever food I might have left. But, yep.
Later in the evening, as people are getting a bit more drunk, a little bit of music's being played, and not a whole lot goes on, but there is a group that kind of starts singing along, and it's a shanty that you've probably heard several times on the boat. Like, you can tell that these guys they've got that look of sailors that have been away from the ocean for a little bit, but they've definitely kind of, you notice one's got like an anchor tattoo that comes down his arm. One of them is missing a couple fingers on one hand. You can see, like, when he's waving his hand, you can see that it's got like what looks to be like some severe rope burns, probably like got caught in something. And they get pretty loud and raucous with it. Kind of wander around. They'll come around to like different people, and just like one will probably come over to you and be like, "Come on, come sing with us."
Not tonight, man.
Ah, all right. And they'll just kind of go back to it, and just goes on for a little bit, and the night will kind of peter out shortly after that.
I will sing with them under my breath while I just kind of sit there still.
Okay. And yeah, that would be pretty much the end of the evening.
And then fruit plate, man.
Yeah. How late are you up with the fruit plate? Do you pass out with the fruit plate on you?
Yes.
So when you come in the room,
Probably me, fruit plate mostly gone, Patches on the fruit plate, maybe with something in his mouth, but he fell asleep.
I would Patches is like, you see him and he's clearly like, he probably notices you a bit come in and just kind of, you hear like a little bit of a chittering and just covered, like he looks like Balric passed out and then he continued to eat.
Oh.
Cherry tomato like rolls off onto the floor.
Yep. Just go to bed.
Okay. So you all wake up the next morning. Are we talking tired or like a level of exhaustion?
Go big or go home.
Yeah, I would.
Okay.
I'd party hardy. Well, exhaustion it is.
Sure hope the walls have soundproofing.
This place is definitely a bit better. You would probably, going upstairs, it wouldn't be anything distinct, but you would probably hear noise.
That's fine.
I mean, I'm really good at what I do. You hear noise.
All right. So you. Oh yeah. Do we want to still do a break?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Oh yeah. Probably a good time.
All right. Quick breakerino.
Yeah.
Do you want to still hit the thing?
Yeah.
For me?
We'll be right back.
We're back.
Okay.
Wait, are we? Oh my god.
I don't know what's happening
Hey,
anymore.
and we're back.
Welcome back, YouTube and not Twitch. No.
I choose to believe.
Good
We
morning
wake
to
up.
everyone except
Oh,
Twitch.
we come back to everyone rousing from their slumber.
Some of us.
Some do. Leander's already awake when you two wake up. You are probably up fairly early too.
Make sure everybody takes a long rest except for
All
me.
right.
Ooh.
Right. Take a long rest if you have to choose your spells.
So you all soon pack up your stuff and head downstairs. Okay. You
Sans Gideon.
I'll be down eventually.
Okay.
as you coming down, you see Chardon coming down the hallway. You see Rufus?
Didn't he spend the night with Gideon?
Okay, that's what I figured. And he walks past you and he just goes over to where Gideon's room is and just kind of kicks the door twice. Come on, we have a job to do. Stop playing around.
That's the
You
way
hear
to do it.
like doop doop doop.
I guess it's time for us to, well, not part ways, but part something.
I really hope I don't crash today.
You'll be fine.
Yeah,
I'll put some pep in your step.
I think you already did that.
That was a sex joke.
Well, it's good to see that Mackenzie gets it. Okay, so everybody gets downstairs, and probably about 10 or 15 minutes later, Rufus and Gideon will meet you downstairs. And Chardon's like, I'm gonna go get the wagons and horses, start hitching them up, and make sure everything's ready.
I'll go get the horses ready as well. Okay.
I'll come help get them hitched up.
Okay. And he goes out and he heads over and starts hooking up some horses to the two horses to his wagon. It's like, what can you hear them? And they're talking just like, oh, I wonder where we're going today. Do you think he'll give us carrots at the end again?
You should give them carrots.
Oh no, after every long trip, I always make sure I give them carrots at the end.
They're really excited about it.
Ah, see? Train them. They know that you're their friend, and you like them. Kind of pats them both. He's like, these horses have been with me for like 8 or 9 trips.
Do I
Pretty
hear
good.
any of this?
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's like, well, thank you for your help. You're able to get the two of you probably able to get them hitched up fairly quickly.
Sorry about last night.
Oh, no, don't worry about it. I was probably being a little bit obnoxious. I get that way sometimes. And, Then hopefully I didn't offend anybody too much.
Oh, no. At least not me. I don't know about Aster.
Oh. I hope not. But I apologize. I'll try not to be an ass, and that's about the best I can do. Well, let's make sure these are all ready. I'm gonna check the back and everything like that. And he sits more. You're facing him, and he's facing out this way. And he's just kind of like, "What's your problem?" And you just hear kind of like a grumbling behind him, and he's like, "Ah," and he says something in I don't think you speak Goblin. He starts speaking another language. It probably comes off as a little bit rude.
Yeah, I'll turn around quick.
It's Zadra. She's like eyeballing the two of you, and just kind of like this like big time glare. And when she sees you turn around, she just kind of gives you an eye, and then just keeps walking.
I'm not gonna get bigger or smaller or anything. I'm just gonna stay the same size and just stare at her.
What the fuck's her problem? He goes back to what he's doing and tighten everything down. Gets canvas over the top of it so that way, you know, the inside of the wagon's fairly well hidden.
What were you saying to her?
No, I told her if she was going to keep that ugly look on her face, she should come over here and say something about it.
What do you do?
Kind of mean mugging. I have a bit of a problem with authority figures, and she's kind of an asshole guard.
Yeah, I get that.
Ah, so you've had a run-in then, I take it. He's like, hey, can you pull that rope over there?
Yeah.
As I'm tacking the horses up, I'm gonna call out to Naadia. Naadia! And I'm like doing, you know, the girths and stuff. Can you get some gold out of my pocket and just go buy some fruit and veggies? Maybe some strawberries. Horses like strawberries.
No to the first part, but I'll do the second.
Okay.
Okay. There's the kind of market area in the middle, and yeah, you're able to find somebody that has a bunch of fruits. It's older human woman, kind of wrinkly. What can I do for you?
What are your favorite fruits?
Strawberries.
Strawberries? Give me a bunch of those and, one of everything else.
One grape.
2 of everything else.
She puts things together and wraps stuff up in like a basket. 2 gold.
Okay.
I'm going to wander off after Naadia.
Okay.
There we go. Thank you.
You get up there as she's kind of completing her transaction. Can I do for you?
With her.
Oh.
Perfect! Carry this for me? Thank you!
Naadia was like this, handing it to you, and you're just like,
Arms shaking.
It's like 2 gallons of milk.
Work it out.
You just lift the bag of holding to work out?
He's good
The bag
15
that
pounder.
weighs less because it's
Yeah,
magic.
it only ever weighs 15 pounds.
It's like
so.
SpongeBob with the stuffed animals.
Yeah.
Rufus will come out probably with Gideon, and
Oh, did he?
you'll hear shut on. It's like, hurry up! You know, everybody's gonna be late. You're gonna piss off, you know, our clients. Come on, professionalism.
Trust me, he was professional.
I bet he was. A shameless flirt, this one.
I hadn't noticed at all.
Like, you peas in a pod, you two.
Oh, there was some of that.
That's a little bit more than I needed. He sits down on his wagon, and Rufus starts getting the other horses tacked up to the wagon. You coming back after fruit?
Before we go back, you think I'm here just for money?
No.
No.
No, I don't think so.
I'd like to think so far I actually haven't asked for anything.
Yep.
Anything.
Yep. But if you need anything, I'm here.
Sure.
You have a problem?
Thought maybe you had a problem.
I never have a problem.
I don't think that's possible.
I think my problems are too big for you.
Oh.
Yeah. Or at least in the scale.
Uh-huh.
So some people think I've problems, I don't.
Sure.
I like them all. You want a strawberry?
Strawberries I'm holding.
Just like
Reaches over, opens the basket.
He's gonna feed you if you're not careful.
Makes it harder to walk. Naadia doesn't care.
I do not.
Okay.
Just didn't want there to be anything hanging there. I try not to let people get to me. But if we're gonna be in a group, some things might get to me easier.
Okay.
And not about greed, and it just hit me a little different.
Well, then I apologize.
Thank you. It's not at all how I expected this to go, but
What did you expect? I have some
Not
sort
to
of
be
big
told
problem and we're
that-
yelling.
your problems are so much greater than anything I have going on.
No. I think, no. You might have bigger problems than I do. I don't know that about you. But in terms of us having a problem, we do not.
Alright.
Okay. As long as that's straight.
Straight as can be.
So do you take people's souls when you're ripping their shells?
Alright. No, I don't.
Okay. I was just wondering what they taste like.
A little dusky.
Sounds about right.
No, I don't take souls. Depending on your perspective, I guess.
I mean, I insulted a lizard man to death, so
Yeah,
I'm
it was
not-
great.
I'm not going to judge.
I'm not so great with the words if we haven't figured it out yet.
That's okay. Words are overrated.
If I had a drink, I would drink to that.
I'm just gonna go back.
Okay. Leander's hopped up on the wagon with Chardon. He's just kind of sitting up at the front, chit-chatting with them. And look at Chardon's like, "We all pretty much ready to go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you?
Good and ready."
I'm holding all 3 horses.
He's
Four,
like, actually,
4 horses,
hold on.
actually, because
And he-
Leander has one.
reaches underneath the seat and he looks to pull out a crossbow. Looks at it, checks it out. You know, to shoot this, looking at Leander, and Leander's, yeah, of course. It's under there if we need it. Like, all right.
Who's second wagon?
Huh? Hop on. Whoever wants to ride. You got up here first.
After he
Then
does that.
which wagon is second?
Oh, Rufus. I lead.
I jump on the back of Rufus's wagon.
Okay.
After he does that with a crossbow, I'm gonna take out my whistle stake, look it over, lean over to Leander. You know how to use this?
And he's just like, that's an instrument for amateurs.
Ooh, snap.
Well, you gave it to me, so.
See? He looks, I trained this one well.
I'm gonna take Maul's and Leander's horses and like tie them up, like on the sides to walk along the wagons,
Okay.
like 1 per, I think.
Okay. All right.
Still waiting for. Wait, Naadia's here.
Yeah.
Where are the strawberries?
Oh. Mal has them.
Maul,
What?
Just
I
a
have-
basket.
can I have some strawberries, please? Grab a fistful.
Okay.
Here's your horse.
Thank
I'll give you
you.
some strawberries.
Oh, they're so good.
There's more where that came from. Let's just take this right.
Those are so tangy.
I love this horse.
I know you do.
I love these people.
Or no, you do.
Okay. And you set out back towards Hope.
I'll be in the back
You're gonna be in the back.
on a horse.
Okay.
On bow.
I'm gonna go up.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna crack out the.
Yeah?
Okay.
Once we're out of town.
Okay. Rufus would just be like, he's a fancy one. You know you can have a carpet.
That's a word for him.
It's one of many.
There's stuff like that. I don't know really why you needed us.
Oh, we got that for free.
I'm not gonna ask.
Yeah, that's smart.
I've been doing this a while. And you'll start plugging along. Where are you two going to be in the caravan?
I think in the front of the second wagon.
Okay, so you'll be like in the middle, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking actually too.
Okay.
So, assuming you're on the right side, I'll be on the left.
Okay.
Kind of trotting
Keeping
along.
an eye out in the back.
Everybody wants to give me some perception rolls.
Ooh. Boo.
Hey, I
Natural
don't
20,
say-
baby.
Nice.
Wow. I just threw that and it landed like that on the edge of the
Eh.
table.
Fitting.
Right?
Oh no.
11.
12.
12, okay.
Yeah, they're both the same. So just one more.
25?
21.
21, okay.
I'm more charismatic.
Um,
I'm a bard.
first couple of hours go by and you really don't see anybody on the road. Once the sun's, fully up in the sky, you're going down past where that road kind of cuts off, heading eastward that you had run into before, and maybe 400 or 500 meters down that road, there's two figures on horses on the opposite sides of the road, and they just kind of look to watch you as you go past.
I'll grill him.
Grill 'em? Okay.
I'd like to specify, as I'm riding, I'm doing the cowboy thing of the showing off the gun, just very
Okay.
casually.
Okay.
Eating strawberries.
Do either of these people look familiar?
No, but what you do notice is maybe about 2 minutes later, you see something small, probably no bigger than this, kind of go up into the air and kind of head across the skyline.
How far away is it?
Probably about that same 500, about 500 meters away, and it's up probably a good 60 feet. And you just keep clopping along for the day. See a few people as they go by. Chardonna Rufus recognizes one or two of the people heading in the other direction, and they'll be, polite. You guys gonna kind of eat in the saddle, or you guys be kind of you moving at kind of that brisk pace where you're just going all day?
I don't know, what do Chardonna
like it.
and Rufus want to
Brisk. Okay.
Yeah, eat in
So
the
you just
saddle.
plug along for the day. That first evening comes about. Get ready to settle down and make camp. They'll set the wagons. Wagons against the road as cover, or inside as a backstop.
We've had people come through the woods a few times up behind us, haven't we?
Yeah.
Be afraid they'd get to the wagons first and just rob us while we're sleeping.
Okay, by the roads.
Anybody else?
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
There's 7 of us. Are we doubling up for watches? I don't know how you guys travel.
Sure.
Okay. Well, I guess there'd be 8 of you. So. Yeah, because Leander. All right. So
I'll
they'll.
take first watch.
Second.
Okay.
Third.
As you're beginning to bed down, clouds start to move in, and just as you've kind of started to get things settled, rain starts to come down.
I'll take first too.
Okay. Chardonna over Rufus. Hey, grab out the little thing. He goes over and pulls out this funky looking stick and just kind of sticks it in the ground by the fire, and just kind of there's this kind of shimmer, and for about 5 feet out from the fire, the rain just kind of hits it and just kind of moves down off.
Nice.
Huh. Keep us warm. Can't do a whole lot to keep us dry. I wouldn't recommend getting too close to the fire, We had one guy didn't listen, fell asleep, rolled right into it.
Oof.
Oof. How much do one of those run you?
Oh, that one, oof. Honestly, I don't know. I got it in a trade.
Okay.
Well, of sorts.
Okay.
He was talking trash and I took it.
Respectable.
Well, you know, they got little ones. I've seen them when I was up in Charn. You know, some of the fancy ones. They just wear it like a little brooch. No Raine.
Had to get me one of those.
That way your makeup won't run.
That and I don't get wrinkles in my outfits. You know, I have to look my best all the time.
Okay.
People take me seriously otherwise.
Aster looks down at her extremely wrinkly duster.
So, you two are first watch. Who wants to go second watch?
I got a second.
Everyone's like, mind if I join you?
Go for it.
And what about third? You gonna do third? And he's like, oh, I'll do third with you.
Sounds good.
Okay. So you all bed down for the evening. If you want to give me 8, that's 10, but you know what I meant. Thumbs aren't fingers. You're good.
God, what is my dice fucking hate me.
Can I just keep my 20?
No. I feel like it went kind of the other way this time.
Have you even rolled yet?
Did I roll?
Did you roll?
You still have the 20 in your tray. You don't have anything else in there.
I don't know what's happening.
Are you losing your mind?
Wake up, you've been in a coma.
No, we have to go deeper.
What did you get, Naadia?
Oh, it's not good. It's a 13.
A 13, okay.
I got an 18.
An 18, okay. So your third watch.
Elida was a 12.
How dare you?
Your honesty is refreshing.
18.
You got an 18?
Yeah.
Okay.
Waste of an inspiration
Oh,
roll. When you get a 1.
Oh, jeez.
that sucks.
I used
It's
mine
impressive
too,
that you were
it's
still able
fine.
to pull an 18 out of that, though. So during the first watch, out in the woods, it's fairly far off. You're not really hearing anything, Naadia. You know, hear the occasional bird. Balric, you definitely hear some movement out in the woods. It seems to be heading kind of like parallel to the road. Kind of sound like somebody kind of a little bit of thrashing through the woods, and it'll go quiet, and then you hear it kind of a little bit further coming back this way, and then you hear it one more time, not as close as the first time, but not as far as the second time coming back up. And there's probably a good hour or like half an hour in between these, but it is definitely something moving, a couple somethings moving out in the woods.
Nice out.
As the rain comes down.
Nice rain we're having.
I like rain.
That's pleasant.
So,
Conversation flows. A bird falls in.
Sweet baby boy.
Tastes good. A little salty.
Patches is gonna hang out inside of that dome of not getting wet, like far enough back from the fire, but he's just gonna kind of sit down there and just kind of chewing a nut by the fire.
Every like 20 minutes, I'll just conjure one and put it in.
He will continue to eat them.
Is
He's
he
looking.
chubby?
He's looking very well fed lately,
He is.
and he probably
Oh, no.
he probably complained at one point of his stomach hurting a little bit
Oh no.
earlier in the day,
He
at
needs
least.
to be put on the diet.
Oh my god, he's in chubby patches.
Patches.
Yeah.
Are you? Can you?
He would he's fat.
He's got big belly.
Are you okay?
I ate too much. I ate too much last night.
Oh, the food platter?
Yeah. You fell asleep, and I finished the tomato you were eating. And
There's
then
a big tomato.
I had 2 of the cherry tomatoes and a carrot stick and a celery stick, and then another carrot stick.
How
I'm
is a
gonna
squirrel
just
alive?
grab the few nuts left and put them in a pouch.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Just gonna go take a big poop.
Is it getting close to winter yet? He might need it.
Should probably get some sleep.
And he just kind of like slumps down.
Just rests his head on his giant belly.
That's how I sleep.
And your watch.
Can I use Druidcraft to summon an appropriately sized leaf and just cover him with it?
Definitely.
Oh no.
You just see Balrog go like, move his hand out, and then the leaf just kind of seems to just almost come out of his finger and just slowly rest on Patches.
The best use of Druidcraft I've ever seen in my
Yeah.
entire life.
Yeah.
Such a good squirrel dad.
Hey, there's something in the woods.
Oh!
It's I don't think it's a threat or anything, but it's gone past a couple times and it's going past again. Naadia?
I'm not equipped to handle this.
I am though.
Okay. Okay.
Do you trust me?
Yes, I trust you. I just don't trust me.
Just if something pops up, get behind me.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna like reach out and pat you on the head a little bit.
Okay.
And then you wake up Maul and Chardon.
Hey, did anyone ever make fun of you when you were a little kid?
Should watch.
Yeah.
Because shart on?
Wow.
Or because hard on?
Usually it was because of the horns and, the sharp teeth. But,
Oh, okay.
if you just want to pile on.
Good morning.
Yeah. To you too. Your friends are very pleasant when they wake you up, huh?
Mm-hmm.
He is.
Yeah, you get a gentle rub. I get, questions about childhood abuse.
I mean,
being from Zendrick, do you ever get any crap?
Zendrick? I'm not from anywhere. Are you assuming?
I've never seen many drow.
I'm not from anywhere. But I'm also from everywhere. Good night.
There was
Does that one ever speak anything that actually is true?
Yeah.
it's that one you gotta worry about.
I don't know. He Rufus seems to like him. I mean, that's really.
Yeah, I heard. That's
Yeah. Well, just imagine when money's tight and you have to share a room.
I don't want to.
No. And hell,
There was an animal of some kind prowling around. Probably a couple of them. They didn't get close.
Okay. You check the wagons or anything?
Everything seemed fine.
Okay. I'll give it a quick check anyway too.
Point out the the direction they were.
Do a quick sweep.
Yeah, good idea. I gotta grab my pipe anyway. You smoke?
No.
Yeah. Okay. He goes and he looks through his wagon and like, everything looks like it's here.
Alright.
He sits down and pulls out like a little pipe and lights it up and just kind of sits there and puffs on it.
I got a 22.
22? Okay. I guess I should roll for him. Okay. You two are sitting there, and probably about the same time as you see him kind of, his ears will perk up a little bit, and you hear some noise in the distance. Sounds like a little bit of rustling, and then you hear like faint voices. You can't make out words, and then there's a bit more rustling, and then you'll hear like two like shouts, and then a couple more large rustles, and then it goes silent.
Which direction?
Out into the woods.
That sound familiar to you at all?
I don't know. I mean, it sounds like people, but I didn't recognize the language. They got lizard folk out here occasionally.
I've heard lizard folk talk before.
Yeah. It was kind of faint, but it may have been. It definitely could have been draconic.
Okay. Stay here. I'm gonna go look a little bit.
Hold on. And he walks over and he goes over to the roof and rifles through a little pouch and he pulls out a stone and he throws it to you. What's this trouble? Think of me and what you need to say.
Oh. Alright.
And he goes, he heads over and goes and grabs the crossbow and the bolt and just sits down and like locks one in place.
Like it. I'm gonna sneak out there a little bit.
Okay.
So, stealth.
Yep.
Oh, jeez.
How dare you?
Fire missiles.
Only 14.
14? Okay. So you start making your way... make your way out into the woods, and you get right up on a group of 4 lizard folk, and there's... looks to be like a large mass, and one of them is just kind of like hacking into it and just lifts up like the top of it, and you hear just... they start shouting something at each other in Draconic.
A large mass?
Yeah, it looks like a bunch of like once you get close up, it's tough to see, but it looks like tendrils or vines, and they just kind of like pull like the top piece off, and just one of them holds it up, and the other ones seem to cheer.
I'm going to just come back, but without turning my back to them.
Okay, you make your way back. As you're making your way back, they cheer, and it looks like they
like like while I'm doing it, hand up like
ready to go.
No.
Oh, more like
not like you're cool if you're just collecting plants or you killed an animal or something, but like
okay. You make your way back to camp, and they seem none the wiser, and you hear the footprint. You hear them kind of moving through the woods southward, and it kind of fades off after a little bit. And you get back to the. Let's see how good you're doing.
I'll take the stone out on my way in and be like, I'm coming back in.
Okay. And he's like, nothing big.
At least 4 lizard folk. They found something that they liked. It had vines or tendrils, so I assume either they found a plant they enjoy, because there was cheering, or they completed a hunt and, I don't know, like, cut something's head off, and they were like, but they left.
Yeah, well, as long as it's not our heads. None of my damn business.
Sounds good.
Okay. And he sits down and he'll just kind of... And he...
Keep the crossbow out.
Yeah, no. And he reaches in and pulls out a flask. Want some of this?
Sure.
It's decent. And yeah, he'll be like, so what do you do before this?
Security.
Yeah?
It's just a dock.
See, I knew I got a sea vibe from you. Yeah. At least you're not a pirate or anything like that. So,
Yep. At least I'm not a pirate.
we ran into a couple when we were coming in.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Chased us
Ship?
down for a little bit. Yeah, they were coming back, and then they I was working below deck. They said get ready, and then apparently some other ship intercepted. There was some fighting. We got away, but you know, nothing.
Yeah.
A little bit harrowing, but you know.
Sure. Did you see the pirates?
No, I was below deck.
Okay, so you didn't see or hear anything.
No, I heard the cannons off in the distance, but that was about it.
No. And I've seen a few pirates.
Yeah. Captain seemed a little bit frazzled, but
Well, pirates usually want to kill you.
Yeah.
So.
I was, my plan was to stab somebody and, swim off if I needed to. But, I'm here, drive caravans, a lot safer. You don't have to worry about drowning if you fall off.
That is very true.
Yeah.
Deep puddles.
Deep.
Well, the rest of your watch goes by pretty uneventful.
Alright.
Okay. And then Aster and Leander are awoken. Are you going to pass off any information?
So there were a few lizard folk nearby. They found something or finished a hunt of some kind, cheered, and moved on. So they were headed south.
Where did you see him?
Just into the woods here.
Okay.
Balric saw some animals at some point that skittered around a few times, but yeah, that's about it so far.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Have a good night.
Good evening, Aster.
Hi, Leander.
Looks like busy couple of days, huh?
Yeah, I'm not used to it, really.
If you don't mind asking, where were you from?
Do you want, like, the real answer, or do you want the recent answer?
You travel a lot?
Yes and no.
You seem to really just kind of be hanging on the fence there.
I grew up in Dune's Edge, but I'm recently from Breland. It's on a little peninsula past the mountains to the northeast.
Oh, up in Lazar. Oh, I've never been up there.
You don't want to go up there.
No?
No. Bunch of weird culty people.
Yeah, no. Probably for the best then.
Yeah.
So where recently then?
Skyraker Forest.
Oh,
Breland. Yep.
Beautiful area.
Yeah.
There's some been down there. Oh god, it was probably maybe 12, 13 years ago. There's a lovely family that owns some orchards down there. Some of the best apples I've ever had. And peaches. Great peaches.
Pretty sure my family actually bought that property.
Ah,
Yeah.
really? Oh,
Very good peaches.
small world.
Yeah.
How was Naadia been?
No, that we're past the small talk.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No. I
Hey, cool dad.
think she's okay. I don't know. I haven't had a lot of opportunities to talk to her recently with a bunch of stuff going on, but I think she's holding in there.
Any luck with your brother?
Yeah. We found him. We brought him to my daddy, and they're off on their way to find someplace safe.
Back to Berlin, I take it?
Yeah, to pick up my family, but they're going somewhere else after. I don't really know.
You have a falling out?
No. Just figured, might as well do my own thing for a little bit.
Get your legs under you. That's a brave girl.
Thank you.
Well, I don't think you could have probably found better people to do it.
Yeah.
Naadia knows how to get herself out into trouble, and usually out of most of it, along with getting Gideon out of trouble.
You're not wrong.
Maul seems like he's decent at taking care of any trouble you run into, and well, Balric is just the gentlest soul.
Yeah.
I felt bad cheating him in cards the other night.
Yeah, why would you do that?
It wasn't for money. Sometimes you fall back into the old habits when you're having a rough time. I'll have to teach him some tricks next time.
I think he'd like that.
He can drink pretty well for a big guy.
He really lacks eggnog. So if you want to apologize to him, maybe buy him one of those.
That's a good idea. I'll keep that in mind. Thank you, Esther.
You're welcome.
He'll kind of move back out of the fire a little bit, and you see him kind of pull out a small bundle and just kind of look in it and just kind of check things are situated a couple times throughout the watch.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Goes on quiet, and the sun rises. Well, you can tell the sun's rising next morning. The weather doesn't really clear up. It keeps that kind of gloomy, wet feel to it.
I'll start getting the horses ready if you want to wake the rest up.
Okay. And he walks over towards where Naadia is, and he pulls something out of her bag, and then just kind of, you're all woken to the sound of a whistle stick being played, and there's just kind of this, and then it sounds, you're just near that waking, and then it almost sounds like a crow calling.
So talented.
And he just comes over and he's like, "That's how you play it.
Show off.
You learn from the best."
Mm.
And he goes and he snaps out the fire. All right. Well, when you're ready, I guess we'll all go. Everybody starts getting up and stretching and start getting your exhaustion is gone.
Thank you. I feel much better. Round 2.
I'm
Fight.
surprised you guys can spend
Showed on.
that together.
Do another.
But I already had my evening.
Sweep.
Was it?
Yeah, good idea.
Oh, do you need more?
Do you think they would have
If
come
I
back?
want more, I'll go take it.
I figured,
It doesn't matter.
yeah. He goes over and checks around. No, I look good here.
Okay.
He tells Rufus to do the same thing, and Rufus will go around and check the wagon too, and everything seems fine.
All right.
And he's like, well, you guys you have any more trouble last night?
Mm-mm.
Okay. No. Looks like it shouldn't be a problem heading back then.
You guys had trouble?
There were some lizard folk. I want to go back out there and look.
You're gonna head back out? Okay.
Yeah.
I'd like to go with you if there were lizard folk.
Sure.
Okay.
Just could put my chubby boy and get ready to go.
Okay. You
This plump, round boy.
you head off into the woods. You being stealthy at all?
No, but I'm gonna have a presence. I'm gonna be like very
Okay.
visibly like aggressive.
Okay.
If I see him doing that, I'll preemptively cast Shillelagh.
Okay. You make your way out into the woods, and you get to where it was, and there is this about 5.5 foot tall mass of vines and like plant life that's all like kind of tendrilled together. You can see it now, and it looks to have a generally kind of humanoid. It looks like it has arms, but like the hands come down into a bunch of tendrils. And the whole like top front section has just been like cut open and like peeled out.
Holy shit.
And when you get up, you can see what looks to be some bone towards the middle. Depending on how close you're actually looking to get up to it.
How long does this thing's bite?
Maze?
Maze?
Yes. And I'm sorry, what did you say?
You said it looks like it has arms.
Yeah.
Do they look excessively long, or do they look?
They look pretty long. I mean, this thing, like it's slumped down. Your guess is when it's standing up, it probably stands like 9 or 10 feet. Like this thing's large.
All right, I would stand where I feel its reach ends.
Okay.
Like just before, to see what's going on with it.
You can see what looks to be maybe like some rib, like a rib bone and a few other bones kind of like interspersed in, but not so much in a way that it looks like it was a skeleton, but it doesn't. It looks like almost like it's been kind of stretched out.
All right. Is this a plant?
I mean,
Don't touch it.
Touch
okay.
it.
I mean, would probably be the best way to
Yeah. Well.
get a closer look. I'll walk
Okay. Give me an investigation roll.
Sorry.
You okay? No.
Do you need help?
Oh no.
Don't give
We
yourself
can't give you inspiration, John. Stop it.
Can I get advantage? Cause fuck you.
Actually, for this, yes, you could actually have advantage, but not for fuck you.
But fuck him.
Only 12. It's not. You're not sure what this creature is, but now that you've gotten a bit closer, you see what looks to be not only some bone, but maybe some remnant of some clothing. And there's just something oddly familiar to you about some of these articles of clothing. It just kind of nags at something in the back of your mind. You probably even like don't even kind of unconsciously kind of start rubbing the vined arm, your arm obviously. You'd probably see him just kind of, and you can't quite put your finger on it, but something feels familiar.
I'm gonna grab the cloth.
Okay, you just reach in and pull it out.
What the?
Anything?
Which are you reaching? You're reaching it with the other hand, right?
I reach with my right.
You reach with your right, yeah. You reach in and you just kind of like you have to pull kind of hard, and you just kind of pull out what looks to be like part of a tunic. Both of you give me intelligence rolls.
7. It's Gideon's shirt. He's been dead all along.
Oh, I don't have any pluses. 12.
12. Does it? You're not able to figure out exactly what it is. But it's definitely like clothing.
Remember the not touch it part?
Looks really familiar.
Okay.
Don't know why.
Sure.
Do you recognize this at all?
Again, there's maybe some slight familiarity, but not really enough to really pull anything from it.
Looks like clothes, man. Familiar, maybe a uniform. Something you'd see multiple times.
I don't think it's that.
Well, either way, if you don't know what it is, toss that shit. Let's go.
No, I'm gonna bring this back to the group.
Why?
Because maybe they know.
Okay.
Okay.
What?
You and your vine shit. I noticed things. Maybe let's not aggravate that.
Just walk away.
Okay. Balric and Maul come back about 5 minutes after they left. Balric's got some. Would you just still have it out, or you've tucked it away?
No, I'll just have it out.
Okay.
Everything
Piece
good?
of cloth.
Lizard folk found some. It looked like a vine creature, but it clearly ate somebody.
Ate somebody?
It was full of bones and clothes.
I don't
so
think
like,
that's what happened.
you think it had bones and clothes?
What do you think happened?
I don't know for sure, but it looked like someone became that thing.
Did the vines look like yours?
I don't know. Do any of you recognize this?
Do I?
Everybody want to give me an intelligence roll. His vines don't look like terribly different. Like it looks like they look like vines. Like
They have like a red color though. Too.
some of them have like a little bit of a reddish hint to them.
You said intelligence?
Yeah, it's not super uncommon here though.
A natural 20, so 19.
19.
I got a rock.
You know exactly where you've seen that. One of the guys, the guy that Balric killed outside of the camp, when you were heading in with the dwarves.
Before we got to Hope?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Where does it come from?
Remember before we got to Hope? That guy you killed?
We talking the ones that get wrapped in vines after we're done?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
I thought it was just part of your strange druidy thing.
You would remember now that it was the guy that you used.
Does this happen? Has this happened to anyone else? Have you heard?
I did this?
We shouldn't jump to conclusions.
It's pretty straightforward. There's
Wait,
a man that got wrapped in vines because of me,
have
and now there was that.
Balric, have you not always had those vines? How do you not know?
I haven't been going around killing people.
Which is perfectly admirable and fair, but
Also, you don't usually, stick around after a fight.
not
How long could that take?
Hey,
That was
Walter.
mostly vines.
And we don't know whatever the vine thing was.
I'm
We'll
going
go
over
over
and I'm gonna.
Yeah, we're both going over.
What the? I'm really confused at what is
He's
going on.
druid,
This is okay.
so like
Grabbing him.
plant speaking animals,
Fucking
the such. So
stop biting
nature.
myself.
Yeah, no,
Magic.
I've met some druids before. I mean,
Yes.
Balric.
so you can just like wrap. That seems convenient in a fight. Wrap people up in vines.
Yeah, it is.
Maybe we should go talk to Veridar about this.
Well, that'll have to wait till we get back. We should get moving.
I'm just gonna pat him. Just be like, it'll be okay.
Not to ask a leading question here, but was there anyone else that you've landed a killing blow on?
Yes.
Recently, yeah. That
one went different though, didn't it?
The bandits we killed?
Yeah. I was right next to it when that happened,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, those vines withered. That other guy was different.
They withered because of the flames?
I don't know, they just died.
We don't even know if this is a bad thing.
It withered after I touched it.
Ulrich, this could just be your way of reclaiming nature. It might not even be bad.
The person had passed. Plants grew out of it.
That person passed somewhere else.
Right, well, the plants made their way here. That doesn't mean anything bad.
It's like a plant
Recycling.
zombie.
Right.
Wait, you can make plant monsters?
Not monsters.
We don't know if they're monsters. They're just
Oh,
misunderstood.
yeah, Sharon's like, I didn't mean, I'm sorry. I'm gonna go
We
to the
This
wagon.
is new
Let's-
for us too.
let's get going.
We should go.
Yes, please.
I'm gonna pat Balric a few more times.
And Chardon and Rufus will kind of look at each other and just be like, and just move over to their wagons.
You two do not need to worry. Just drive.
Unless you cross us, then we'll kill you.
Hey,
Okay.
hey.
I'm joking.
He'll look to you like with like eyes like, is she?
Just drive.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Balric, I'll be in the back if you want to talk, okay?
I'm gonna be sitting next to Balric, just listing off every embarrassing encounter I've ever had.
Okay.
One time, there was this person, and I really wanted to make a good impression on them, and instead I pooped myself. This other time.
They're all about times Naadia pooped herself.
It's impressive how often Naadia poops herself.
One could say she needs a
I only
diaper.
hear about maybe a quarter of it.
Okay.
Just hear 1/4 of the poops.
So you travel down the road.
Keeping an eye out.
Okay. If you want to give me perception rolls.
Oh.
I pass.
Oh god, roll shite.
No pass.
Okay.
15.
12.
17.
18.
18. You're coming down the road, and you see two figures on horseback just kind of making their way up the road towards you. About around noontime that day. Covered, cloaked, and it's still raining a bit, so not totally uncommon. And they head past you, and as soon as they pass you, they kind of converge together, and the two of you can clearly hear them. Like there's definitely some whisper. The two of you would catch. Is that them? I don't know. I'll just report them when we get back. And they continue down the road.
I don't like that.
It might just be this from those bandits. Bring it back to Hope. We should be fine.
I guess so.
Well,
You probably
they want to attack Hope.
Your guess is that you're gonna get to Hope around dinner time. About 6 p.m. is when you'll get back. You've got about another 6 hours ride at this point.
Let's hope they don't get us on the way.
Yeah. Just everyone keep an eye out. More than before.
I'm gonna be on the carpet above Balric so he's not getting rained on.
Okay.
That is as far as Gideon would feel comfortable trying to make you comfortable.
Okay. You feel gloomy, but dry. Oh, if you want to actually switch to 3 for me.
Gloomy but dry.
The best deodorant.
Oh, the Balric. A new fragrance by Chanel.
So you plug along. Rain breaks probably around 2. Then starts to come out a little bit, but it's still kind of that gloomy, cool, early spring feel. You get to about an hour or so within Hope, and that farmland that's outside of Hope has about 1.5 miles of forest from that has been cleared.
Oh.
Gee, they work fast.
Yeah.
You see as you kind of come out of where the woods are, and you see a large kind of metal contraption that just kind of moves down, and it looks like it may be on wheels, and it just kind of like drives down, and you see a couple trees get felled, and like arms come out of it and just kind of set some little logs on top, and then you'll see it kind of turn back and head up towards Hope.
Well, shit.
I'll ride up to join the others since I've been in the back the whole time.
Okay.
I know they're supposed to do it for civilization stuff, but I don't like it.
It looks to be they're starting to possibly. It looks like they're starting to lay a couple more buildings out here. There's only a couple houses, but kind of set up in the farmland. About another hour goes past, and you get up towards the gates. Looks like some work has been done to reinforce the gate itself. You get up towards the gate, and not a guard's voice that you recognize. Who goes there?
Coming back with a shipment for Mercutio.
Hold there. And you'll hear, go check. Yep. And sound of somebody running off. A few minutes go past, and you hear Mercutio's voice. Yes, let them in. They're with me. Here's my paper. Go let them in. And he's like, all right. And they come in the caravan. The doors swing open, and you start bringing in the caravan. Those wagons from that you saw coming down are parked off where a lot of the camp, the tents had been set, where the construction workers had been, and they've basically kind of been folded open, and a bunch of looks like a different like construction type. There's one of them that's like turned into like a crane type setup, and it looks like they've been doing a decent amount of building while you were gone. And as you come in and you park the wagons, and Mercutio, he looks a little bit bedraggled, like his clothes are a little bit wrinkled and looks a little bit frustrated, and he's like, yeah, come park him over here. You catch a glimpse kind of from around the way that you came in, and it looks like they've set up a couple sets of stocks out by where the kind of out in front of where Blaylock's and the church is kind of set around near where the well is, kind of in the middle of town. Where you're sitting, you can't see all of them, but you can definitely see that there's one that's been set up. Cushia's like, looks like you made it back safe.
Yeah, early. What's going on here?
A lot. Those envoys from the houses. It looks like they're pushing to be in charge.
As in they're taking over the town?
Surprise.
I don't know all of the details, but
Which houses were they again?
Kenneth and Diorian that you know for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, Thrash is pulling out.
So,
We're still trying to look into it. Sir Kandor and Velenn have sent out messengers to figure out what's going on, but her paperwork looks good, and apparently the Thrash Enclave had some issues up in New Throne, and they've decided that the investment isn't worth it. So House Canis has put in a bid to be the underwriter of Hope Township.
What does that mean?
yes, what happens to everyone?
Well, she is offered to Gallows Construction is looking at signing on with them.
Gallows Construction?
And the ones building all of the houses, as well as...
They don't. Are they just building gallows?
No, they're building all of the houses. That's just the guy who owns it, Jerry Gallo.
Oh, worth checking.
Is anyone in the stocks right now?
You can't. You can only see one of them. The one you can see, there's nobody in it. You're at like the back of Mercutio's shop, so you don't have a real good view of the town.
Nah, as soon as we're in town,
You're heading
Pardon.
off. Okay, so you see Balric head off towards the front of the shop. Yeah, we're going to see what we can do about it, but it's a lot of money. A lot of money.
Right. So what's the negative?
The negative is right now there's a Canis woman. Her name is Adris. She has proclaimed herself interim governor or interim mayor. And as you can see, he points over towards where the guards shack is. Some of those guards that you saw guarding it. And they brought in the nice mercenaries to guard the city. So, and he points over, and where the large dragon shard is, it is completely blocked off, and there are guards standing around it. They cut off the gnome expedition, and I mean, it may be nothing, but honestly, I don't like her. There's something about her, and his act kind of slips a little bit at this point, and I don't know. She seems like trouble, and this is kind of
like strict law rather than
yeah.
the usual frontier.
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah.
Red tape.
Yeah, and not everybody has taken super kindly to it. You get around the corner, and you see what the hell was his name? I completely blanked. The butcher and Hadra in the stocks.
What?
She's like, things got a little bit contentious the other day.
All right.
What happened?
I've only got pieces of it. They're being tight-lipped. Apparently some of the mercenaries knew Hadra, and a scuffle broke out. She's okay. A few bumps and bruises, but she beat the shit out of 3 of them. Like,
Good.
they locked her up.
I'm making my way over to the stocks.
Okay. And she's just kind of like slumped over, And the Knoll's kind of just like obviously frustrated, and you hear her just, relax. They'll let us out soon. They're not going to keep us here forever. And she'll notice, that's probably about when she notices you, and she just kind of tries to lift her head as much as she can, and just kind of gives you a bit of a smile, and you can see that her lip is split.
I'll kneel down so she has to struggle less to do that. Are you okay?
I'll be fine.
Don't put on an act. Are you okay?
I'm mad. But I got them worse than they got me. Sir Concord has been making sure that we have water. We're supposed to be released today. So sundown, we'll be out, and it'll be over. It's fine.
I'm gonna crisscross applesauce in front of her and take out some rations and start, like, feeding her.
Triding, okay. What are the four of you doing? You still over by Mercutio?
Yeah.
Listen, I'm gonna get things unloaded. I'll swing by the inn this evening, and I'll get your payment situated. I'm sorry. It's
Don't worry about it.
no trouble. I take it. And
Hardly any.
good. All right. Well, I'll take care of. I'll take care of putting these away. Who has the letter? Just I don't know.
It's in the bag.
It's in the bag.
Yeah. I'll hand it to him.
Oh, the bag. We'll figure this out later too.
Take my payment. It's hers.
It's.
I mean it. I mean it.
I'll bring by the money later, and we'll take care of it.
Okay. And I reach in the bag and I pull out the letter.
He cracks it open, and he says some very, very unkind words in Infernal.
Like what?
You've got to be fucking shitting me. This on top of fucking everything else, and he just crumples it up and just...
What's wrong?
More bad news. But we'll deal with it later. It looks like I'm gonna have to look into some alternate places for supplies for a little bit.
Did they end your deal?
House Jarasco can no longer supply supplies to Hope. I can
Why
send...
not? Does it have anything to do with the
Things
king?
came down from the house. I can attempt to send a letter to appeal it, which I will. Who gave this to you?
Oh man.
Mustache?
Curly mustache.
Yeah.
Belvedere.
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 Did he say anything else?
He just said it was very important.
All right. He didn't seem upset, right? Like you didn't like light anything on fire when you were there, or stab anybody.
No,
We were there
we saved
early.
one of his guys, in fact.
Yeah.
He was very happy with us.
Okay. Well, I just want to make sure it wasn't you guys. We'll deal with this later. Go pack up your stuff. I'm sure you're gonna have questions, and Hadra is in the stocks.
We'll go
She's
check
what?
on her.
Oh.
I thought did he already say
Okay.
that?
He had said that she was locked up, but he was
okay.
he just wanted to, he was reiterating, and he's like, you two, come on, and he points to Rufus and Chardon, and
Before following after them, just in Infernal, say, please take care of yourself, Mercutio.
of course, kid. And he heads in and starts unloading stuff. You come around the corner, and Balric's like sitting down and starts pulling out a ration. About the time you get over there, the doors of the church open, and you hear Sar Concord. I mean, it's a booming. This is unnecessary. This is not how we treat people in this town. As of right now, I am in charge. She attacked my men. I don't care if there were words. She used violence. I will let her out when sun goes down. That is the way it is. You have an issue with it? You get the money together, and you can take back over, but it is my job to protect my house's investment. And she just, you see a very well, the woman that you saw working on sensor, very well dressed, long ringlets, red ringlets. She just kind of steps out and just kind of has that aura of, that air of just like, I don't care what you have to say, and she just walks off. She's like, I'm sorry, but this is the way that things are going to be. And she just walks, and she sees you. What are you doing? You! And she walks over, and she will stand in front of you. I said, what are you doing?
Feeding my friend.
I think she has had enough.
I don't think she has.
I think you need to move along.
Are we near there?
Yeah, you would probably be getting up there at about this point as she's just...
My lady, your attention, please. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. I'm Feor Thorngage, and who might I ask? You are my most regal lady.
Edric Kenneth.
With pleasure.
Suggested you have your friend move along here then.
I'm gonna give Hadra another piece of jerky.
What? There's no harm being done here, please. May I escort you around town, show you around, get to...
I know it well enough. I will tell you one more time.
And then what? Put me in the stocks too?
Yes?
Go ahead.
And she waves her hand and 2 guards start moving over.
My lady, surely there's no need for this. He isn't familiar with the way things work in the houses. It's a simple misunderstanding, and I sincerely apologize. He's kind, and he certainly means well.
Give Hadra another piece of jerky.
He comes from a different culture.
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
And she just stomps her foot, and you hear, stop!
That would be 21.
And you just push
Oh
right
my
through
God.
it.
Yes. If Xander DeCanneth was alive right now, he'd be disappointed in your actions, ma'am.
And her eyes just lock on yours. And how would you know anything about my father?
What did you do?
I wasn't expecting that.
I'm almost shaking.
I'm
Sorry.
gonna stand up on like the edge of the platform and just fall over.
You're just gonna fall over?
Yeah. just like with a thump.
Like you passed out?
Yeah.
Give me a performance roll.
Jesus.
Do I think
Or
you're gonna be
deception,
doing the
whichever you
plague
want to go.
thing?
Deception. What?
Do I think you're going to be doing the plague thing?
Probably.
Mercenaries she called over coming.
Yeah, there are 2
I-
guards coming over.
19.
I will stand back to
Can I...
Balric. Like
Okay.
he's sitting down, but I will put my back against his back, essentially.
Okay.
Can I assist her? Because we do this shit all the time. Naadia, no! Oh,
Go for it.
Advantage?
Well, help.
19.
19. Pick her up. Make sure that she's all right.
Dead weight.
You weigh like 2 pounds.
We will deal with this
30 pounds of dead
another
weight.
time. She's like, she goes over. Are you kind of shit? Are you okay?
Please,
I'm, like,
you mustn't jostle her. She's
Face
ill.
into the guard. I'm just gonna like make myself throw up onto him.
Oh God, they've been exposed.
All right. Get her. Bring her to the church. See if he'll help her.
Jerky.
And she just looks over at the two stocks and just claps her hands, and the locks drop off. And she walks off. I think you've been punished enough. And she just walks off and heads off towards a building over by where the wagons are.
I immediately get up and help the stocks off Audra.
When
I'll help Noel, man.
Thanks.
When the guards aren't looking, I want to make one shit himself, or make him feel like he shat himself. I'm gonna dirty the inside of his pants.
Okay.
The one that was puked on.
Nice. He's just like, oh, it's gone down my back. And you're just kind of brought in, and Sir Concord just kind of, as the doors open, he turns around and he's like, what? Bring her in. Set her down there.
I'm gonna get up, look at the guard. Did you shit yourself?
And he just kind of looks at you just like...
Do you smell that?
And they
Did you
just...
shit yourself?
You can leave. And they just walk out the door.
Sorry, I'm fine.
What the hell is going on? Ah, yes.
Thank you.
Are the rest of your friends okay? Mercutio said that he sent you out of town for a few days.
Yes, everyone's fine. Bulwark nearly got himself arrested.
Come on, well... You know what? Let's go grab a drink.
I agree.
Book, censor. Make sure they stay out. And he'll head out with you. He's not wearing his armor. He's just wearing a tunic. You can see, this is the first time you guys see, he's got tattoos that run down most of his arms. Very tribal looking. And
Why aren't you wearing your armor? Don't you usually wear it?
I think sometimes it's better to just be a little bit lighter and quicker. There's been a lot of ruckus in the town while you've been gone.
I hope everyone is okay.
And we'll see. And he opens the door. And he'll see you probably standing there finishing helping Hadra. And a smile will cross his face. You alright? She nods. Thank you, Bulwark. Thank you all. And she just kind of does this and just kind of...
Did she wounded in any way? Did she have sores on her neck or
just,
whatever?
Yeah, probably a little bit there's probably some marks and stuff where she'd been sitting there where the hair looks a little bit
I will
rough.
healing word.
Okay.
Just cause. 4, 8. Yay, numbers.
It looks like it heals pretty much everything. And you see her put her hand up to her mouth. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, Padra. I'm gonna reach out my hand and pass her 100 gold.
Whoa.
And
Jingle,
she'll just...
jingle.
She just kind of grabs Balric's hand and just kind of... I gotta go make sure everything's good with the shop. I didn't get a chance to properly shut down the forge the other night, so...
Do you want us to walk you there just in case?
No, I don't think the guards will be giving me any more trouble.
Sounds like they won't.
Which
Give
ones
him
were,
real-
by the way?
They're in the infirmary. It was a clan thing. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. And she heads off towards the shop and they were rude as hell. Came in there. I only speak a little bit of Goblin, but mostly not nice words is what I know. And most of what they were saying to her, I think they called her a thief and a traitor at one point. She was pretty upset. I have never seen somebody pull apart blade mark guards like that. I don't think one of them is going to be staying. I think they're going to have to send him out because if not, I don't know if he'll walk right again. She shattered his leg.
Oh my god.
You deserved it.
But I think she put herself on the bad side of the people that are going to be running this town for a bit. So
Clearly.
Right.
keep your eye out, guys.
Yeah.
How'd you get in there?
Friend in need. The friend indeed.
Is he injured as well? Enough that I could do it.
Not really. He doesn't really look like he's... I came in at the end. And then kind of just walks off. Like he's still got like a dirty apron on, like as he walks off. Like it's... You've seen a bloody apron and it's been like... It looks like it's been sitting for like over a day. Yeah. There's probably a little bit of puddle of like blood where he was from like the being stuck out in the rain. And Sir Concord was up for a drink.
Yeah.
Several.
And he takes you over towards the inn, and
I'll put the horses away real quick.
okay, you get the horses situated, and there's actually you've probably seen him working with some of the working around town before, sitting out front of the inn, just on a chair. Concord. Everyone, go on in. Did they let Hadra out? Things are crazy, guys. And
Feels like an understatement.
so Concord swings open the door.
I don't go with the group.
You don't go with the group?
As they're going towards the end, I'm gonna peer off and go towards Veridar's.
Okay, you'd see Balric break off towards Veridar's. And Sir Concord will bring you in, and Brondis is behind the counter, and glad you made it all back safe. Come on in, rest your feet. Don't worry, none of them are allowed in. One of the advantages of turning down that Galandra license, I can refuse service to those who I choose.
Are they not harassing you then?
They cut my ale supply from a couple sources, but they forget that we brew a lot here, so we'll be fine. Just a bit more moonshine.
Oh, good. I could use
Until
another
they shut
headache.
down your moonshine.
Yeah, they'll try.
And then we riot.
There's nothing in the kingdom that has any laws against that, so they can block us from the houses, but
I have a question about these mercenaries who are acting as guards. Are they, for the most part, just following the letter of the law too much, or are they
Blade Mark,
thugs?
they are bought and paid for, and it's a contract, and they stick to the letter of the contract.
Ugh, God, I hate people who won't break the rules.
Me too. So you guys get some rest. Bark, make it back okay?
Yeah.
I think he wandered off.
All right. Well, get some rest, and we'll bring over some drinks. Veridar's like plenty of them. Oh, not Veridar. Sir Concord, plenty. And he goes and takes a seat near one of the corner booths. You get to Veridar's house. There's a light on inside. It's fairly dim, but definitely seems like he's up.
Just gonna try the door.
It opens.
Just open up and go in
And
I gotta go
close it and
home.
kind of slump against it.
his head will kind of snap around. You okay? What's wrong?
I don't know. not good.
Yeah. I was hoping you'd get some rest before you came and saw me. Definitely not. He walks over and he pulls a like a curtain aside, and you see a small table, and there are a bunch of vines that have like grown out around it, and there are what looks to be hastily drawn markings on the floor, and like the vines just kind of, everything in there just kind of seems to, the vines are just kind of very slowly eking, like something just kind of arrested their movement. I played around with that little piece you gave me. We gotta figure out what's going on, kid.
I accidentally made something. I don't. It was like it had a skeleton and vine limbs, and it was someone I killed.
Wait, vine limbs. What did it look like?
It was big, hulking.
He goes in, starts pulling down a book and flips through, and he flips open a book and puts it in front of you, and kind of like that, and it's like this big hulking vine. It looks very much like what you saw.
Yeah. From a person I killed.
Closes the book and puts it up top. He goes and he opens up a chest, and he starts like digging through it, and he pulls out a couple carved pieces of wood and puts some string on them. Come here. Put your head down.
So I'll walk over and do it.
He just kind of hangs it over you. It won't last forever.
What won't last forever? What's happening?
You've been touched by something, Balric.
What do you mean? What does that mean?
Do you know when this happened to you? Balric, yes or no? And it's the first time he's probably ever raised his voice at you.
Yes.
All right. Listen, I have to go meet with Velenn. Keep that on. It should prevent it from spreading, at least for now. Listen, we'll talk. This is important. I have to go talk with him.
Okay.
Where are you going to be?
I don't know. The inn.
All right. Stay with your friends. Just try not to let yourself get too upset.
Okay.
I'll be with you as soon as I can.
Okay.
And he puts his hand next to your head. Look at me. You're going to be fine. We'll figure this out.
I was like, pull away shortly after that and leave.
Okay. Bark before you go. Can Pat just stay with me? I have some questions to ask him.
Yeah, he's probably safer anyways.
Put him on a diet plan.
You're gonna be fine. Pat just kind of chitter at him. It's fine. I'll be with you soon.
Don't feed him much. No.
It doesn't look like he needs it.
The door and leave, like right after I say that.
Okay. All right. So you all settle down at a table, and Concord, when the ale comes over, he just drinks like an entire one, and then drinks a second one. She's in charge of the city.
Well, we can see that.
She's got a writ from the king, from the first minister, and we have until the end of next month to bring up the money we need if we want to.
What kind of money are you talking about?
Stupid money. 800,000 gold.
Oh, well, I
Mercutio's
have that in my other pants.
Mercutio's working on some. He thinks he can get us a bit. Velenn is gonna see what Blaylock can do. We're gonna try to talk to the guys over at Needmore and see if they can help us out, but they look like they're kind of on board with this whole house thing.
What happens to all of you?
They can't do anything. We're part of the city, but right now she's got the backing of the king, which means if she really wanted to, she could probably pull down some of his guards. Right now it's all house paid. They blocked off the gnomes. The gnomes furious.
Are they just doing this for the dragon shards?
Probably. It's gonna give them a huge, huge amount of money. I hate to ask this, but kids don't by any chance happen to, have a bunch of money lying around, do you?
Not since
that
last
much.
time I checked.
Well,
Why doesn't everyone just find somewhere else? Move on.
it's a possibility. I can't go anywhere. I'm here. This is where I'm supposed to be.
Is it an order or a calling or?
Little A, little B.
Can't you just say, "Oh, Silver Flame, no," and move on?
The flame isn't a person. It's a thing, and it's old. And he just kind of looks at his arms, and very old. We're gonna try to send somebody up to appeal with the king. Probably gonna be Velenn. Barrett and I was thinking about going up. I don't know. They beat the shit out of Harder beat him up, and they locked her up, and Book tried to get involved, and
Is Book okay?
yeah, she didn't do anything. She's good at what she does, and he freaked out a little bit when she blinded him, but it passed. We're going to try to fight this. And
Is it dumb if I kind of want to talk to her?
if you think you can get through to her, but she's been pretty stubborn, but Velenn told me if I saw you guys come in before he came in, he wants to know if you guys are willing to help. I know you're just you just happen to be here, but he's gonna work with Blaylock, and they'd be willing to. He's gonna try to get you some permanent lodging here, and if we're able to do it, he'd even try to see if he could cut you guys in on ownership.
Wow, that's quite the offer.
After all the people you said are trying to collect funds, how much roughly would there be left?
About 400,000.
Anyone know any old temples with a fortune hidden underneath that we could just walk in and steal from? Nothing? No.
I mean, if you're
I
not
know.
scared of,
I know a few pirate legends.
that's better than the legend of the Dragon Temple in the middle of middle of Kabara. So
I know we've been there. That's real.
Oh wait, what?
Yeah. Basically, it was like a temple, wasn't it? The cave?
Oh, is that what we went to? Seemed pretty small.
well, are you telling me you saw a dragon?
No.
No, of course not.
Okay. Oh God. All right. Well, we'll talk more.
How much would a dragon be worth?
Millions.
I mean,
I
even
don't know.
smaller.
Nobody has
A dragon's
seen
egg.
one.
Here's,
About 5,000 years.
here's the thing. But if we did have a dragon to give them, terrible idea.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, it's a
no,
horrible idea,
definitely
absolutely.
not a. I think it has something to do with the big one too, the big shard. They won't let anybody near it.
Sure, probably, and the thing's massive.
I don't think they'd even let you buy it then, the town. Even if you got the money together, I'm sure they would find something
The
so you
number
couldn't.
might even be fake, yeah.
Who knows if you show up with the money, they're gonna be like, actually, you need another 200,000 more.
What if they only got access to the shard and nothing else? I know that kind of screws the rest of you over, but you could try to come up with some sort of agreement where they clearly it's just what they want. They don't actually want the town.
I don't think
do
that
they?
would fly for them. They wouldn't.
No, I don't.
You'd have two different
I think
factions.
they're just. I don't know. The whole thing seems odd. She shouldn't even be able to be in charge of the town.
Why not? Jinx.
Oh, because she's.
Because she's from
A
the houses.
house.
They're not supposed to, but
Who regulates that?
The king?
well, it used to be Galifar, but
Just-
now that the
Wait.
kingdoms are separate,
Just get a noble to come in. The marked houses can't have anything to do with nobility. Just find somebody noble to get on your side and have them take over.
Like who?
it's an idea.
I mean, do we know any nobles?
I don't know, do we?
What,
Do you?
I mean, I've rubbed elbows with plenty of nobles before.
Well, I will. If you've got a name, I can get a message.
Do I have names?
You can probably think of you've probably got a couple that you could think of. I mean, whether or not you don't know what it will do, but you could definitely got a couple names in a few nearby cities.
Am I
What, nearby?
technically enough?
Huh?
Am I technically enough?
Do you have paperwork that makes you seem noble?
I have paperwork.
You could definitely give it a shot. About that time, you would come in.
I would.
You see them all kind of huddled in the corner.
I don't want to screw all of you over if this goes wrong, and Bulwark could very easily blow the cover.
Okay.
I think you don't give Bulwark enough credit. They put his friends in the stocks. I don't think he'll take that lightly.
Of course not.
This
But
is
I don't
like
think he can
a
willingly lie.
horseshoe. Would you be like here, here, or here?
I'm not sure what you mean.
Like the booth, it's kind of got like a horseshoe type shape to it. So would you be like against the back wall, against like against that wall, or being like the spot that's like
You probably pick whichever one you could like see the whole bar from, right?
Yeah.
So you usually sit where you can see the whole bar?
Yeah.
Okay. Bulwark comes in
Okay.
and goes and sits at the bar.
Okay.
I could get together some paperwork from my older days of rubbing elbows with the nobles.
You need anything in parchment?
Oh, you're on board so quickly. Well, yes, some finer parchments and better inks. I mean, I have some things in stock, but... And if there's any chance I can see the King's Writ... Maybe even if somebody could...
I'll see what I can do.
All right. That's all I can ask. And I believe you can be some assistance with this, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely.
Then I think I'm on board. But I'm not speaking for the rest of you.
How does being noble just give us the town?
Well, if
They have more power than the houses.
Is that true?
if we could try to make a push. It's typically they're not supposed to own land.
Sure.
And maybe if we can have somebody come in and scare them and claim that we're going to claim they're breaking the court's edicts. And then maybe that's been enough to keep the houses from trying to make land grabs in the past.
How often do those land grabs come with authority from the king?
That is quite odd. Ever since that new first minister came in, he's...
Oh, right. That.
So, the king of New Throne is a huge pile of human waste. So here's the thing. He's not in charge.
First minister is.
Well, then that
So whatever makes money.
that other offer that we got isn't really going to do us a whole lot of good then.
Well,
What other
don't
offer?
we have...
Pulled out a letter I got
Take it.
this, and it's kind of scrawling handwriting. Give me an intelligence roll.
Sure.
And it's here that you
No.
running into some problems. For a small fee, I would be happy to offer my assistance in removing
Thrall.
the leadership of New Throne and give you an opportunity to reassert your claim upon Hope. If this seems amicable to you, raise a red flag above the top of the church.
You think it's wrong?
That's Rawl.
Who is Rawl?
An asshole.
Real piece of
He's
shit.
a political assassin.
Yeah.
You don't.
Do you think you'd be able to get rid of Flint?
You
How much is he
don't.
charging?
I don't think...
Didn't even say.
He was working with Flint.
Here's the thing.
You don't want to be associated.
He
with
was
him.
working with Flint. He's definitely not now.
Well, not after what we did.
You did.
We framed him for murder.
Wait.
There's
Are you you were
we didn't
Please
kill anyone involved in any part of that.
okay. And he looks, and he kind of looks over towards.
In fact,
Kinda
I tried
goes
to
past
save
you.
people.
It's true.
Wow.
It's what he said.
When the assassination happened, I even tried to
Have you
offer healing magic.
have you been to New Throne?
Not recently.
A mistake was made. And New Throne, depends who you make the mistake against, can get you dead real quick. And so you get an offer. The offer is do this or die. For some people, there is no option. You do the thing.
No, I'm not blaming. I'm not trying to judge. I'm sorry.
I'm just letting you know.
I think you know that we're better people than that.
That's where we ended up.
It seems like that so far.
Use the opportunity to get the assassin in trouble. But either way, it still put Flint in there.
Where is she now?
She took the house that was supposed to be the Civis speaking station. It's just on the east side of town.
I'm gonna go take a walk.
Okay.
Here's my question. You said you wanted to fight this.
I think I need to.
Okay. How far are you taking the fight?
How far are you willing to go?
I have sworn to protect the innocent, but I have vows to ensure that everyone stays safe, and that is why I am here.
Okay. Were they breaking laws and hurting people?
They're skirting the edge of the laws. She technically has the power to make them. The hope is that we can. Tomorrow she's going to hold an announcement, and the end of the month she is going to hold elections. I'm worried that she's already paid enough people and has enough influence with the construction company and the lumber company to keep herself in a position of power.
And there's no way for us to possibly change the outcome of the elections?
It's not really my strong suit. I'm a man of healing and cracking skulls when need be.
Did you leave already?
And I can fake papers when need be.
So can I.
We can look into that. I'm gonna cut to. Oh, go ahead.
I'm not so good with the paperwork, but I've gotten rid of trash before.
And you're so good at it. It's not sarcasm.
Sound like Sensor right now. You wanted to just knock it all down. Well, I'm glad that you're really somewhat on board. Velenn and Veridar are talking, trying to put a few things together. But I was the first one to get a chance to talk to you, so I figured I'd be the one to ask.
Sounds like we're willing.
It won't be the first time.
I appreciate it. You make your way across the town, and there is one decent-sized house, light on. And, you can see light coming out of one of the front windows. And as you get up, it looks like there's one figure inside, and then a second figure is just kind of almost like steps out of thin air. It's Barbas. They have a quick exchange. They keep their voices pretty hushed, but Idris gets kind of a big smile on her face and nods. And
I can't hear like any.
give me a perception roll.
You guys have not been kind to me tonight. Yeah, no, I don't hear it.
What do you get?
5.
5. The only thing here is, good job. And she just kind of, and he's gonna head out, come out the front door, and he'll walk out. And are you being stealthy at all, or are you just kind of out there?
Just out there.
He sees you. Good evening.
Sir Dorian. Deorian. I don't know how to pronounce it.
DeLorean.
It's good to see that you're safe.
You too.
He walks away.
Just so you know, it's 9 o'clock.
Yeah, I was getting ready to.
But I would like to walk up to the door and knock a few times.
Enter.
Let myself in.
Okay. And maybe we'll pick up there next week or in 2 weeks.
Oh, jeez.
2 weeks to prepare.
Oh.
My aunt's a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, boy.
Okay.
All right. Well, we're not streaming, but this will be on YouTube and live at some point. But
Yeah.
hey, thanks for watching. We appreciate you. Check our Twitter out at Heretical Heroes, and totally feel free to pass this along to your friends if you enjoy watching.
Yeah. No. Like marijuana, share with your friends.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Heretical Heroes is basically marijuana. But yeah, thank you so much for watching.
Have a good night, everyone.
Happy holidays.
Happy
Fight
holidays.
fascism.
Be good.
Yeah. Happy holidays.